Welcome back to Weeb Gamer, the podcast where we talk about everything to do with anime, video games, and whatever else we want to talk about at the moment. And today we're on episode 17, I believe. Again, a week after 16.
You got it. That's right. Damn
don't
right.
you forget it.
That's right.
And I'm joined
16
once
after
again
17.
by my co-hosts Alan and Sean. How are
What it
you guys
do?
doing on this fine evening?
Sean's depressed. I'm depressed. What's new? No, we're
Kinda
doing
happy.
good. Yeah, we're all right. I mean, we've got some good episodes lined up for this week, but other than that, I couldn't be any
Why
worse.
not, Alan? What's going on?
I don't know. ReZero just tore me anyone. That's why. Fucking hate that show. Anyway,
You want to see real depression? That's what that show is, bro.
that's
Yeah,
true. That's
hurts
true
you.
depression.
To the core.
Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty good. I feel good. Life's good.
Keeping up with the Euros.
Yeah, that's your other podcast. Everyone
Oh,
go follow. Don't think too
Speaking of
much.
talking
Hard,
about
whatever it's called.
depressing, I'm just waiting for England to just screw up.
Yeah, you guys are playing Germany next, so good luck with that.
Let's
England
go.
never. No, they're just like the Leafs. Forget it.
Speaking of soccer, there is a football anime coming out soon, and we will keep you guys
Is
updated
there?
if it's decent or not. Yeah,
That
yeah. I'll
blue
I'll
one?
send you
Is
guys
it
the
that blue
deets.
one?
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
animating it?
Yeah. So here's the premise. Instead of there's a recruiters. It's like Hunger Games. It's recruiting people, but it's not about team base. It's literally they want the most selfish people in the game.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like all that good stuff. Well, we'll see. They are animating it.
Did you say who's
But the-
animating it?
Not yet. I think they're trying to fight over it because it's up and coming.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
heard
got
it,
good
the
manga
manga's
sales.
very popular, bro. I was so
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
when I heard about that because all soccer has this fucking Izuma 11 and that.
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
Captain
Captain
Tsushima-
Tsubasa. Captain
yeah, Tsubasa.
Tsubasa from 1924.
There's another soccer anime. What is
Nah,
it?
those are the only two,
Really?
bro. It's
Okay,
Izuma
don't-
Don't
11
talk about the other one.
and Captain Tsubasa. And then while basketball gets Kuroko's basketball, which is lit, and then volleyball gets friggin' Haikyuu, which is lit.
Haikyuu, yeah.
And then even
Yeah, that
friggin'
thing's sick.
diving has that free anime, which is animated like from
I
the
need to
God's
watch that.
tears, bro. And it's
Yeah,
just
I need to go
swimming.
watch
bro.
that. I've
Yeah,
watched
Slam
that.
Dunk though. That was my shit back then.
Oh, that was a good. Sean, don't troll me with that shit.
That was real
Okay.
good shit. That was Tokyo Revengers shit. That was Slam Dunk was.
Okay. Speaking of, which one are we starting with?
Oh no, let's just
I
get
like making
nah,
Andre
let's
fit.
get over. Let's just get it over with.
Vivy, you fucking dog shit of an anime. Dog fucking shit. Episode
Oh my
12, last
God.
episode of the season.
Episode 13,
Lord
bro.
have mercy. Whatever. I don't give a shit. You should have ended at 12. I would have been happier.
Dude.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. Honestly,
but
if they
basically-
ended when they all just lost,
Right?
I'd
I would've
be-
been fine
I'd
with
have been
that.
happy.
I would've
I'd have
been
been so much happier. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Let's do a
bad.
recap of this episode, bro. What happened? Begin to end.
What
I don't
did
know,
happen,
Go watch
really?
episode.
Okay,
Yeah, go
let's-
watch
let-
Weeb Gamer podcast number 12,
No.
and we all predicted what was gonna
That's
happen.
true, bro. Whatever the first episode of we talked about Vivy, we was like, this is what's gonna happen. So basically, at the end of the last episode, we learned that Dr. Matsumoto called her and she's like, I can send you back one more time before you save my life. So he risks his life to save them. They go back, try and Vivi comes up with a new plan, I guess. She's gonna go prep herself to sing, and then send everyone else into the danger zone, and then send Matsumoto up into the archive so they can deal with it. So he can like broadcast her song everywhere, basically. So then she goes there, they do that, everyone fights and everyone survives this time, whereas everyone just died one by one in the last timeline. Everyone's alive this time, except for the doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor is dead.
Trash.
What else happened? Then she got there. She had some weird heart to heart with her old like navigation system. What
Yeah,
was
well,
that?
Navi. What was
Yeah,
that?
Navi. For some,
Yeah.
Well, I did not know what was going on. I'm like, this is a
Right?
character. Like, why are you
Yeah,
significant?
right?
I
Like,
don't
why are they
understand.
making a moment for you in this character?
Okay, hold on. Pause there. If Navi or the her old system was like made up that girl, like if they blatantly said that, like, oh, she made up that little girl for Diva or Vivi to sing better, I'd be like, oh yeah, you're
Right?
significant.
That would've been cooler.
Like she's literally shit.
But
dude.
like I was thinking maybe she was just like an extension of the archive, and maybe that's what made her somewhat significant. But at the same time, I was like, I have
Maybe.
no emotional connection to this relationship.
Yeah.
yeah, she was there like for one episode and then
yeah.
she just never came back ever.
And what was with that clap at the end?
Yeah.
Remember when she's like,
The
I
girl?
like leaning on the wall, and I'm just like,
yeah,
dude, like,
because
what
they
the
had this
like,
whole heart-to-heart try to say, don't do this, you don't want to do this. Vivi's like, literally, if I don't, we're all gonna die. So I do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so
So
she
trash,
does that, walks away. For some reason, she's like, I was just testing you, haha, good job.
Yeah, right.
Or something, I guess that's what the idea was. Anyways, she
Yeah.
goes in there and then she starts singing, and for some reason her body starts breaking down because she's singing. I don't know.
It couldn't have been
It's
anywhere.
I
if
don't
you
know.
save everyone, you'll die too. It's like,
And
To your pleasure.
the song was
are we getting-
was fire. I will
Yeah.
say.
Song
Of course.
fire,
Weird.
100%
Song was
fire.
great.
But the okay. I
Wait.
don't know if it was after the credits.
Wait,
yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm about to
I'm at the
fucking
end,
end this.
basically, right?
I'm done.
So
I hate
then
this.
Matsumoto goes through everyone, sacrifices all his cubes, but then there's still a cube anyways somehow. And then he plugs it in, Vivi singing. He shuts down everything with 1 second left. First of all, they started the plan with 12 hours left. And then when Matsumoto's there was 12 seconds all of a sudden. So I'm like, y'all had the plan set, and it took you 12 hours to fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Time dilation.
Anyways,
Andre, come on.
anyways, there's that. And then, so yeah, he plugged it in, shut down everything with 1 second left, except for one. Miraculously, one satellite survived. Vivi gets knocked out, I guess.
Oh my god.
And then,
Oh my god. This moment.
and then Matsumoto,
even say it, bro.
very last cube blasts into space. It takes him 12 hours to get to the archive, but he gets to space in like 30 seconds.
It was like nanoseconds.
God.
The dude was up there so quick. I was like, what the hell?
I would have laughed so hard if he just like went like all dramatically into it and just like poof. Just like bounced off of it. Like, poof.
That would've been funny.
Anyways, yeah, he blew up the thing, so Vivi was saved, but then she dies anyways. And then Matsumoto is dead. Dies also. And then the credits roll, and then they're both not dead now.
What is the
Oh my
point?
god.
Wait, what if there's a season 2? It's just what
It
I'm
went
saying,
full
bro.
Promise Neverland season 2. That's what happens.
It just started crying. Dude,
Oh my God.
as soon as I saw her with short hair and they did this plot the same thing, oh, who's Vivi? What singing? I was like this on my screen, bro. I was like, yo,
Like-
shut the
Like
fuck
the Pepe
I'm not
frog
doing this
or
again.
wind up.
Yeah, yeah, the wind up. Yeah, I was like, bro, what is this anime
Yeah,
doing?
man.
The thing is though, yeah, no, I don't know. That was a cop out at the end, but it is what it is. We all predicted it. We had a feeling.
It was just
We had it
so
all.
bad. I mean, like they make it seem like it's going somewhere, like a twist, anything. Give me anything, and it just went the smoothest, most boring route I could think of. And then like she's like, "Oh, I'll save everyone," and then I mean, some people even died still. Like it was funny because she said that, and then you see like the soldier run up and just get shot, and you're like, "Oh, except him, I guess."
Bro.
Oh,
I was
that
like-
actually I will
That was too
say
funny.
the part where Beth and the soldiers were like breaking in
Yeah.
while she was singing, like
Yeah.
that was very well animated, good
Yeah.
fights
Oh,
and stuff.
animations are
I know.
fantastic.
And then Beth was just fighting, and then the soldier like just gets his head like blown off, and then she's like, "Damn." And then just keeps going.
Yeah, and like with Matsumoto
damn.
crashing into the satellite and somehow having enough force to break it apart, it's just like okay. And then her
Yeah.
singing to fix everything. She can suddenly sing now because she got over it, whatever somehow. Like I don't know,
Obviously not, because the emotional turmoil like blew her up or something.
something. I don't know. It just like went full the ending of Interstellar for me. Like it just got lazy.
Yeah.
And it just copped out,
Yeah.
and it was like okay, I guess this is how we're ending it. Bye.
Wait, you don't like
I don't
Interstellar?
like the
Hold on,
ending because I feel like it's just like why though.
you don't like the Tesseract when he goes into the side of the Tesseract?
Well, it's like stupid little design flaws. Like they have a
True.
baseball field outside of a hospital, and then like the guy hits the baseball and it breaks the hospital window on like the top floor of the planet or whatever. And it's like, why would you put a baseball field there? Like,
No, but I feel you. Yeah, it's the poor writing, it's the poor design and all that. I totally get it. And yeah, Vivi just again, it started off so good. It had so much potential. I was thinking like, yo, imagine obviously things need to change a little bit, but imagine Matsumoto was actually like Vivi's husband that lost her when she was a human, so he integrated her like self into a robot, and she used to love to sing, and her son was like the one trying to save her. Like I don't know, like I feel like you could, and then at the end she sacrifices herself for the son, humanity, because her son's a human, to be alive. Like I feel like there would have been so much better ways around the story than just like the robots are taking over.
Alan, like
you're a singer,
anything you said would have been better, honestly. Like,
right?
That's not even a big leap. Like,
yeah.
it's just
no, it's not. Like it technically could have been done, bro. You had a piano player that like died because he's looking around on a bus. Like, what is that? Like, again, like what's going on? You don't get it. Like, it's so weird. But
she did
honestly,
save that
though,
dude again, though. The guy who got hit by a car. She saved him for real. That's
as far as we know.
Oh my god, yeah, I know. Yeah, like I mean, who gives a
Right?
shit? She's alive again. Like there was no repercussions for her actions. Like yeah, like she's alive and everyone's alive and everyone's fine.
And I kind of find it funny. They kind of already made a point that like it's multiverse theory. So in the other timeline, that guy still died. Like it doesn't.
Everywhere, all the other timelines they showed us, they're all completely fucked. Like there's no getting out of that. Yeah.
But
I don't know, it's just weird to me.
it's just lazy. I thought it was boring. It was boring, lazy. Like when I watched it, it felt like it was no creativity whatsoever. It was just straight up.
Yeah.
This is how we're ending it.
Yep. So,
It is what it is, though, man. What are you supposed to do?
I don't know, man.
Was that Vivy?
There's so
That's
much.
it?
Yeah,
That's
no,
all you
there's
got?
so much more you could have done. Don't
Shit, that was only
Disappointing
5
discussion
minutes.
for a disappointing ending.
don't you
Yeah.
give them the cop out and say they could have done. There's nothing else they could have done. They could have done so much more.
They could have done a lot, yeah.
They could have done.
Though
so
I
much
wouldn't say it was a terrible, like...
overall.
It's just a terrible ending. It was a good story. I think Wit was just showing off with their animations with this guy. They did not need to go as hard as they did for this, like, honestly. But they did.
No,
they did.
no,
what
they
do,
did.
and if they could do
They
that.
did have to. There would be nothing.
had to
There'd
carry
be
it?
nothing left. If
No,
they did.
like Shaman King.
That's true. Hey, Shaman King's God tier. We're just not watching because we don't want to, like, ruin our eyes.
True.
Okay?
You can only handle so much.
Yeah, that's right. Too much blood in that one episode for me, to be honest. God damn, we're still talking about that thing, eh? Damn.
It shows you how the impact that it friggin' left on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's true.
It's
That's
lingering.
true. I was thinking about it, and I wanted to see if you guys want to jump on board. I really do think we should try the 86 one, unless the other shows are starting soon.
Did you start it?
I watched like the first episode, and I was like, "Damn!" Like, okay, like I'm not gonna say anything because I want you guys to watch. I want to get your like personal opinion, your fresh opinion. But it is mech though, so like I know who said they don't like mechs. Andre, but Sean, you
I can do mech.
because you like Gundam. Yeah, I don't mind. Well, you watched Attack on Titan. We talked about this, Andre. Andre, that's a mech, dude.
Oh yeah, Attack on Titan.
That's mech. 100% mech. Okay.
So what did you say?
But yeah,
Esco who now?
Escaflowne. You don't remember that?
yeah, it's like Vivy, Flourite, Flourite.
Do neither of you guys know that?
No, I don't know.
What's that one?
It's a.
I might have watched
It's
it.
a mech anime from when I was like 10 or 9.
Escaflowne?
Escaflowne.
Flone. I
That
could
was my
watch
shit
it.
as a kid.
Vision of Escaflowne?
It was like mechs, but they had capes. And his mech could turn into a dragon.
That's it. They just have capes. That's cool. Oh, no, I
Yeah,
have
right?
watched this before. Wait, this thing is God tier. I remember this.
Wait, now I need to see what the fuck you're talking
No,
about.
yo, I remember watching some of them. And, these guys have wings.
Yeah.
The people,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh, my God. This had some brutal
Yeah,
deaths,
it
I
did.
remember. Had some crazy brutal deaths.
There's lots of blood
That's
in
cool. I totally forgot about
remember
that. Wow, that's such
when
a
I was 8 and
flashback.
watching it
Holy
on, like,
shit.
that. Disney Teletoon or something, and like seeing all the blood and being like, yeah.
That's
it.
when you became
Right?
dead inside, eh?
I have
That's
yes I have never watched a single episode of it, but I did.
But you've
I've
seen it. You've seen it.
Exist.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I've seen it exist.
Anyways, it's a mech anime.
But
so,
honestly,
I mean-
okay, now that we finished our first anime on this show, what would you give that anime? Right? This is the first one we've ever finished.
Is
What
it?
do you mean? Didn't we just have
What
a
else did
whole
we finish?
season before? We just finished the season with Jujutsu Kaisen.
No, he means
and
like
Attack
a
on
completely
Titan.
finished.
No, this is complete. This
Like-
is. I'm not watching the second season of this. This is a wrap.
You mean like
Yeah.
totally?
Like done. Yeah, I'm not fucking Jujutsu.
bro.
I give that shit 100 out of 2.
yeah.
That's pretty good odds.
I see.
I didn't want that
Okay,
one
Sean.
time.
Yeah, I know. You go first, Sean.
Sean, what do you give
Okay,
it?
I'll give it a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. I mean,
That's pretty generous.
You think so? I mean,
wait, well, how much of that is animation? Like 6?
yeah, basically. I mean, the
Yeah.
fight scenes are really good. I think the music is really good. Even the
True,
music during the
true.
fight scenes, like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll rewatch like when she was fighting Beth, and like they have like that moment, and then she like lunges
Yeah.
at her, and the music goes like heavy, and I'm just like, fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, how dare you, Sean? This is why we can't have nice things. This is why we don't get sponsored.
And then when when they're fighting the robot version of that guy, I still don't understand that part. But
Antonio.
and then that's Diva though fighting him. I think that was cool too.
Oh.
So it had its cool scenes. It had its good like emotional things. It depends on whether you can really emotionally connect to AI, which a lot of people have trouble with, which we've discussed before.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, the ending was disappointing. I mean, I think it's a strong like 7 until it gets to the ending, and then it's like
I agree.
maybe it dips more than 6.5 at that point.
Yeah,
just plummets.
I think that's fair. What do you think, Andre?
I'm gonna give it a solid 6. I'd say I give it a 6. Again, for things Sean said, music amazing, animation amazing, very emotionally gripping at the beginning, and we were all like fully on board when it first started. We said it at the beginning. This could be amazing or not.
We all said the same thing. We all
knew
said
it wasn't
the same
gonna be
thing.
in the middle, but like it's just because the way they set themselves up. But yeah. So for those reasons, I just. Other than the ending, obviously we complained enough about that, but the other thing that bothered me was kind of all of a sudden how they like stressed. I feel like at the beginning they stressed how Vivy doesn't really understand emotions and like she doesn't know emotions, but then beyond that, all of the AIs had so much emotion all of a sudden. They were sad. They like cared about like themselves and like, I don't know, man. Like it just... Right. They made like kind of like an illogical leap there, but I guess that's kind of like the suspension of disbelief, kind of like what Sean said, where it's like it depends on whether or not you believe that AI could have like emotions to that extent. But yeah, so that and then the ending were the issues with me. But even in the ending, it was beautiful trash. Okay.
Yeah, it was hot, fiery trash, but like it was fire. Yeah.
Trash, right. So
I agree with that. Honestly, I'm with you guys. Like 6.5, 6. Same thing with Sean. Like, it was a solid. I would even say solid 7.5, maybe 8, just halfway through. Because it gave so much room halfway through. Halfway through. Because I'm saying that because it gave us so many options to think of, and we were that one episode. We were like firing off all these things that could have happened. Matsumoto being evil. Yeah. Like all different ways Vivy could fix something, or even Vivy actually doing the thing she's doing, making it worse. Like, I like that. I like thinking about stuff. And like I said last season, though, as soon as you narrow in on like a shitty ending and we all can guess it, then it becomes kind of boring. And it's literally playbook. Like everything we said was about to happen. Like we jokingly said, "Oh, Vivy's just gonna sing it." Like how the fuck does that become the actual thing? That makes no sense. So like I would say again, solid 7.5, 8, halfway. And then as soon as we started noticing the little things, like Andre said, AI start not being AI to AI anymore. They're being like
they're full-blown humans. You can't even like literally if they didn't have this little the thing on their neck, I would be able to tell no difference at all.
And I feel like they had to, right? But the thing is like again, and that's another thing. The time jumps, even though they do mention how long it's gonna be, it doesn't like to us. It doesn't feel like it's a time jump because nothing characteristically changes about them. So like, yes, they could in 65 years learn how to become a human, but to us, they were fucking 10 years old like the last episode, and now they're what 110 or whatever, 75 or whatever.
Fragmented story element,
right? Like I get and I don't mind that. Like I love that because like it's cool. It gives you all new characters and all that. But yeah, after that, it just became a nice 6. I'd even go down as 5 if I'm being really harsh. But like Sean McGinn is alive, and that thing is fucking really low. So I don't know. I'll say like a 6. 6.5. Same thing with Sean. 7. It could have been a 7, 7.5, but it just trickled off at the end.
Like I don't know. The way they set themselves up, they had to be super clever to like pull it off.
Had to be.
Yeah. They weren't.
Had to be.
No. They weren't. They had to be masterful to pull it off, and they just weren't.
I feel so dumb now. Like think of all the theories we had throughout the entire show, like coming up with this crazy shit. Like the entire time.
Bro, imagine this. They built a rocket ship and sent Vivy to space to kill the satellites. That would have been way better. Way better.
That's basically what
actually, no, honestly, that might have been... That actually might have been one of the only ending that would have been worse than the current one. What
Yeah,
spend?
have some
What do you mean
respect for
spending like
BJ.
5 minutes watching Vivy somehow
Come
take
on,
out
dude.
thousands of satellites one by one, with 12
While she's
seconds
singing.
left
Sing.
while singing?
Ooh.
And Matsumoto, instead
Oh my
of
God.
being his cube self, he uploads himself into this mega like mech. And he just goes up into space, just a sword out, Optimus Prime.
You've
the shit out
definitely
of
been
everything.
watching 86, bro.
100%. Fucking love it.
Anyways,
So
what-
what we said, Sean? Sean, what was your ending? Like 7, 6.5? You said?
With what?
6.5? Well,
The rating. 6.5.
like with the ending involved?
everything.
Oh.
Yeah, give it
Like a
a
6
nice.
then, yeah.
Okay, 6. Andre.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing got a nice.
Okay.
Nice round number for all of
Nice.
us.
Yeah, nice round number. Fucking dog
Here
shit.
it is, our first anime rating, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, now we take
Vivy
it.
Flourite I song.
We spit on this grave, and now we move on to
we
the
We
just
just
next.
finally
take it
remember
and
the
we
name
just-
of it.
Toss it aside. I know, at least know that, and I know the characters' names at least, bro. That's
Oh, really?
yo. Honestly, I hate anime sometimes when it's like friggin' like short like this, because
Yeah.
like by the time I finally know people's names, it's over.
They're either dead or like yeah, it's
Hey,
done.
remember when Matsumoto
I know,
was a
that's so
bad
true.
guy? That was good. I like that twist. That was a good one.
Remember when she had a little girl and she made a promise
Oh.
to her? Oh wait, that was, she did
Remember the
that.
airplane? Oh, wait, too
Um,
soon.
Oh
yeah,
yo,
yo, that
come
one
on,
was,
too
that
soon,
that
dude.
is the only moment in there that actually made me sad.
Sometimes I remember it and I'm like, was that from the same anime? Because the rest of it doesn't seem
Yeah.
that like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like go from okay, just think about it before we move on. Go from the scene where she's holding up that demolished building on her
Yeah.
back, holding up
Yeah.
like in front of the guy, and then go to the ending where she's just kind of dying because she's like, what the fuck? Wait, what happened? Like how did she go? What, Matsumoto, like, what the
That's
fuck?
when I
dude?
start when I stop working out. That's what happens.
she's
Yeah, literally.
she's 100 years old now, bro. She's got old bones.
Yeah, she's got old robo bones.
Yo, did that kid ever bring his friends to go hear her sing? Like no,
She
he's
never,
fucking
yo,
under our
take it in
building.
how the guy, he never made friends. He made a
Aw.
promise and he never made friends.
Bro, what I was hoping though, you know, when she gets back sent in time, back in time to like this episode
Sent back in
13,
time.
and yeah, I can't fucking think of the sentence right now. But what I wanted to say is, you know how remember that guy that got hit by the car?
Yeah.
You know how she saved her from it? I wish he got hit.
I
anyway,
know.
like, another
I was
kid would
hoping
fucking
for it.
bash
Like
him.
even for just
That
comedic
would've
effect,
been
I was like, come on, give it to me, give me
I would've
something
loved
here. I need.
Yeah, thank you for your patience. Just hit him again.
But
like,
they did trick me because she saved him and then they showed him running away for like a good like
Yeah,
10
they were
seconds.
like,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, he's gonna
That's
get
what
hit
I was
again.
hoping, bro.
He's gonna get hit again.
Yo,
But
where
no,
are those
then she,
kamikaze flying drones at, yo?
Yeah, bro, I like them freaking knocking people's heads off. that was anyway.
Those were great.
Anyways, bro.
And you're telling me she had all that knowledge of the future and she could only save that one guy?
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is so
Well, and then
shit.
she let the doctor
I'm
die,
thinking
so
about
really
it.
just canceled it out anyways.
one life for
One life for
another.
another.
That's so
Definitely not worth the
Anyway.
trade-off to that one.
Also, what I don't understand is why did she have to let the doctor die?
Right? Like,
I've been trying to say this. You know he's gonna
Right?
die, so just go
Like-
save
No,
him.
but
and
he
that's
said
fine.
you have to let me die before she sent him back,
why?
and then she went. I don't know. Because
There's
no
no
one
reason. The guy
important,
had
no
no-
one
No.
important died before.
No,
before
or
him.
during.
This is what I'm saying. Yo, it doesn't make sense. That's what I was trying to explain. I'm like, why does this guy have to die? It literally makes no sense. Beth is totally fine. Or,
Yeah,
wait,
Beth saved
right?
them last time, did she not?
That's what I'm saying. There was no harm on the other side. It was literally just the doctor being ambushed.
There was like a couple no names that got their head knocked in by the
Yeah,
kamikaze robots.
eh.
But like,
Kamikaze.
yeah,
Hey, they earned their kill, okay?
oh, whatever.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Okay,
let's
no,
move
no,
on,
no,
bro.
no. There's one more big inconsistency.
Oh, one more.
What is
Okay. If the archive knew before that when she was changing the future, when she was doing those things, why wouldn't
I'm
it know
waiting for a
that
shot.
she knew what they were going to do if they were to
Damn
attack
right.
again with the information Vivy now knew? Because wouldn't she
I
know?
think I think it did, but remember before the archive doesn't really care what the outcome is.
I guess so. But it still would have
He's
killed the
just-
people the same way as like it was before, I feel like. Like it would have like counterattack planned their plan to counter their plan kind of thing.
The archive was mad
Because
lazy.
Because
Okay,
unfortunately, Sean, that would have been good writing.
Honestly,
all right? Unfortunately.
they would have had to come up. They would have had to actually come up with multiple countermeasures.
Yeah.
Instead of Vivy just showing up and catching a robot or whatever she did, but she just showed up out of nowhere and just stood there looking all cool, and
Yeah.
then that's it. That's all they had to do. But if they thought that far ahead, they would just say, "Oh, how did this person survive? How did this person? How did they deal with this? How did they?" But no, they didn't want to do that.
It's just a circular paradox or whatever.
Yeah, man. And also, if your life is on the line, like when Matsumoto and friggin' Vivy were talking at like the pier, and then Matsumoto was like, "Can you do this?" And Vivy's like, "I don't know." Like,
I don't know.
She's like, "Last time you said I could do it," and he's like, "Eh." Last time you didn't do
it. last time you sucked.
Oh my.
Nah, for
Anyways,
real.
Okay, I'm done with this. Move on.
Okay.
Toss it aside.
Bye, Vivy, forever.
I think we just have to do Tokyo Revengers, even though I feel like both of these episodes are on par. For like, you know, excitement and all that. I feel like we just do Revengers anyway.
Okay, now who wants to give the recap? You know what, Sean? You never recapped an episode. Recap the episode.
I'm so bad at it though. okay.
Well, honestly, nothing really.
The ambulance shows up. They get in the ambulance. Draken is like kind of dying still, and he's like, "Hey, Draken, you're alive." And he's like, "Maybe not for long." And then, Tamagotchi is like, "Hey, like, maybe I didn't save the future. I don't know. Like, maybe everything was for naught." They get to the hospital. They perform surgery on Draken like right away. They're on the waiting room and crying and shit. And I'm kind of like holding in my laughter at the fact that maybe Draken will still die and everything he did was for nothing.
I know, bro. Don't even say that.
Good character development right there.
I was thinking the same.
And then
yeah, for real.
Everyone's crying. Mikey, my boy, comes in and calms everyone down. Says that Draken won't die. It's like, well, he did last time, and the other. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see. And then Doctor comes out, and yay, Draken's okay.
Yay.
And then they all kind of like are happy about it and whatever. And then Mikey's nowhere to be found, so Tamagotchi goes and looks for Mikey, finds him.
Right, Tamagotchi.
And Mikey's crying and was actually really upset about the fact that Draken was going to die, which made a lot of sense because in the timeline where Draken died, Mikey apparently completely changed. Mm-hmm. So to see like how happy he was for him to not have died was pretty revealing. And so Draken survives, and then he goes to his room the next day, I think. And Tamagotchi is given a coat by Draken that was Mikey's old coat.
Let's go.
And it was like the initiation coat kind of thing. Into their gang. And then he goes to see Mikey on the roof, and Mikey is kind of like catching on to
a little sus there, bro.
Yeah, a little sus of Tamagotchi. And
what the fuck are you supposed to do?
I don't know. And he's like, "Hey, you knew a lot of things that were gonna happen, and they happened. And now I'm kind of like, who the hell are you?" And he's like, "Just kidding," but low key not kidding.
Joking. Yeah.
And then that's okay. And then he goes back to the future, thinking everything's gonna be fixed, and he gets to the future. And what's the brother's name? Nobaru or something? Nobu? Naru?
What, his girlfriend's little brother?
Yeah.
No Buru.
Okay, yeah.
Or something
Nobaru.
like that.
I'm going
the
with
bro. Just call him the bro.
The bro.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's bro. Calls him in this like different timeline where he when he went back, he was in a different place. Because usually.
Nah. Don't say different timeline. Because I was
saying
this
right.
last week.
Same timeline. But
right, it has to be right.
Usually when he goes back though, his body's unconscious. So I think he's changed enough of the future that when he went back,
see, I was just about to say you're happy now.
Fuck
you're happy now, Alan.
I'm so
happy now.
I'm still not
okay.
I'm still
but here's the
happy.
thing. His girlfriend's brother must have that kind of Steins Gate ability now. It's been shown because he has memories from both.
That's
timelines.
Thank you.
But he doesn't have.
But
he doesn't have like complete. It's like. No, I guess he does. No, he does.
He's literally just making guesstimations. He's literally like, because he didn't say, "Oh, you did it." He said, "You must have done it."
So
like the stupid ass archive, this kid must know, or this cop, we'll call him a cop. This cop, the brother must know that it's different from before. But how would he know that? I guess we don't know.
But no, because we don't know the reason. But it's been from the beginning that obviously he knows. Because why would he be the only one that can cause him to go back and forth beneath the future if he has no connection to it?
And just while we're on that, straight up, I thought when he shook Mikey's hand that it was gonna happen.
No, I thought what was gonna happen is he was gonna tell Mikey and then shake his hand, and then he would be. Because I'm in my brain, my thinking is whoever knows the truth starts like getting in gets caught up in whatever like time like space free space.
What I was thinking was that when he was going to shake the brother's hand, it wasn't going to work, and it wasn't going to work because maybe now he dies for some reason instead, like himself dies, so he can't go back to his future self if he's going to die. But how would he know that?
Ooh, and then he has to like figure it
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
You
that's
never know.
true.
You just try to figure.
Yeah, our main character is dumb as shit. So yeah, there's no way.
But yeah.
true.
Anyways, so obviously what's been happening before is just whatever he was doing wasn't changing enough the timeline.
Mhm.
So it changed the timeline a little bit, but they would always end up in the same place. So it wasn't that he just woke up and nothing changed.
Yeah.
Like everything changed except for them. It was literally like the decisions they made led them to the same place.
Perfect.
Always.
Okay.
Except
cool.
for
so
this
I have a
last-
question.
Yeah.
I have a question. So when he never met Mikey in his life before,
Yeah.
and he suddenly meets Mikey after stopping that fight and fighting that big dude, don't you think that's enough significance in someone's life to change the
Not
future?
necessarily. If Draken still dies, Mikey loses his mind. He's not.
So literally-
he's not able to change Mikey. He probably quits again, goes through his
This is
jobs and
trash.
shit, and then everything happens, and then
I get it. No,
Yeah,
I totally
and also
understand.
think about it, like,
I get it.
When he went back to the future, like after having
Yeah.
met Mikey the first time, his personality of his old self reverted back to his old personality. So he probably never even talked to Mikey again because he's just like, why would I talk to Mikey? Like,
yeah,
that's weird.
he doesn't even have like.
Well, like, why
memory-
wouldn't he, though?
doesn't
He's a
even
part
have
of the gang.
memories.
He would have the
It seems
memories,
like
but like he's too much of a he was a loser back then, like way more so than he is now, which is would have to be a lot because he.
But
still
that
is a loser.
doesn't make sense because when he's not, when he goes back into his body that one time, he's literally about to cheat on his girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And that's something that he wouldn't do now.
I know,
Yeah,
but you
now.
just proved what I'm saying, though.
Okay. No,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
What you're
Like
saying.
his personality of his past self reverts to his past self
I
personality.
see. Okay.
When his future
Okay,
self
cool,
goes back
cool,
to the future.
when he's
Sorry.
just a hormone
Perfect.
crazed teenager.
Yeah, like he's an
Okay.
asshole.
Yeah, he's a dickhead. Okay. Cool. I mean, I don't know, I like the episode. I feel like Draken is the backbone of this
Oh, yeah.
gang, though. And I know Mikey is the
Yeah.
leader, but like you saw, right? Like if Draken went, like when he did in the original
Mhm.
timeline,
Mhm.
Mikey definitely would have fell off the
Yeah.
rails and just completely just went like go crazy. So I kind of like you said, Sean. I kind of like seeing Mikey being a leader around people, and then and it's sad enough because this is like a lot of people in our real world
Yeah.
where like by themselves they really are like sad and all
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
and they don't want to show it because like
He's
know
the
like,
leader,
whatever,
bro.
you
He
need
has
to
to.
keep
Yeah.
it-
He has
he's
to
the
guide
leader, right?
everyone.
Can't show
Exactly.
weakness.
Reassure everybody, and then he's finally
Yeah.
able to break down and showed how human he actually
Yeah.
is. And it was like,
It was
And
nice.
I wish our
it was nice. It
yeah,
touched
it touched me too. Well, I wish our main character wasn't so much of a loser and actually just went to Mikey and be like, listen, man, you did a good job. Like, thank you and all that. But no, he's standing in the corner like, I'm going to stalk this dude. And I'm just going to listen to this guy whimper in the corner.
me.
Well, I don't know.
I can't
don't
believe
know.
after all that, this guy still ends up selling friggin' DVDs in the store.
I know, right?
Yeah, like what? And yeah, that's true. But I'm also glad that Aka?
Akun.
Yeah, it's Aka. I don't give a shit. His friend with the red
it's
hair
Akun.
actually.
Aka's from
it's-
Wonder Egg Power. We went
Whatever,
over
dude.
this.
I speak English. It's a mixture of German, Latin, and French. So, yeah, Aachen, right? I'm glad he's alive, and it was like I had the same emotion as the main character. I was like, oh yeah, he did it. Finally, it was good. I'm glad he
Still has his
has
pompadour.
the same haircut.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I still like
Doesn't look
that.
anorexic anymore. Good for him.
Yeah, and yeah, like I like how they kept the promise of like he's the first customer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it just goes to show like like everything he's doing in the past, if it affects the future enough, or like a turning point, like Andre's saying, it actually goes through.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. So I'm excited to see what's next because like that can't be it. There's still got to be other things that's wrong.
Apparently,
There's gonna-
I sent it to you today. It's not ending. Apparently, this and To Your Eternity are like longer. I guess they go through 2
Oh
seasons.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that means Gugu's gonna die.
No,
I can't handle this
stop.
shit. I
Hey,
can't
we're not-
handle this
we're not
shit.
there yet, bro. Relax.
I'm sorry. I
Relax,
have to
relax.
say it, man. I'm
You
so
can't
pissed.
die.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you think it's what's it? Do we know the other guy's name? The other leader?
Oh yeah, I was just about
Glasses
to say
guy.
that. Remember, Sean, you might be right. Still, could still be the glasses guy because remember while they were fighting before they left, he said he was the vice captain of Valhalla. He's
Yeah.
not the captain.
Well, yeah, that's right.
So you can still be right, Sean. You could still be that guy.
Yeah.
So maybe Draken dies. Do you think that's still a turning point, or does it have to be something else?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what condition his sister is in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe
Oh, the
she's
thing
like
is-
messed up,
She
like
could
either
be.
like physically or emotionally or something.
Ooh, like the other dude, like the actual president of Valhalla, like got to her or something.
Could be.
Or I don't know. Maybe she went through the same exact attack, but she survived this time, but it left her like physically hurt
Paralyzed.
or
Yeah,
paralyzed
but
or even emotionally
that would
damaged,
be
like PTSD or something.
Like the
You know what I
brother's
mean?
reaction made it seem like he doesn't even know how his sister's doing.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
weird, right?
problem. Like, was he driving from his room that he was supposed to be laying in?
I think he was just because they were both in different spots. I think from when he originally went back.
But
Right, because he was back
Yeah.
in the superstore or his DVD store or whatever.
it could also be though that he doesn't know his sister because maybe he wasn't there, right? And then he hasn't talked to his sister in a few days or whatever.
Mhm.
And then and then the accident could have happened, but he's not like aware, I guess.
Yeah.
But in his head, he knows that she's supposed to be alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she was alive up until that point, but
Yeah.
something still could have happened after
True.
that.
True.
He just doesn't know. Yet.
Okay, I
You
get
know what
that.
mean?
That's
I get
big
that.
brain. Okay.
Right? I'm not
Honestly, though-
saying because there has to be more shit. He has to have
Yeah,
some reason
yeah,
to go
I
back in
agree.
time again, right?
Mhm.
So we'll see.
I think they're doing this really well though. I think they're doing it very
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah.
I like just trying to like devil's advocate and trying to like break down the little things that piss me off. But yeah, they're doing it very well. I'm impressed with it. I mean, you have to be after that Vivy bullshit. But
Low standards.
yeah, all the characters are cool. I don't like how quickly they accepted Faye back. Personally,
Yeah.
myself, I'd
Faye?
have more
Do you
like
mean
I'd
Pa?
be more a little bit pissed.
Yeah.
Fucking
How did you
whatever
get
that dude's
Faye,
name
bro?
is.
Yo.
I don't. Isn't it PEA?
No, it's PAH.
Pa?
It's like pet and paw or something.
It's PAH. Pa. That's
Pa.
it.
Whatever, dude.
Oh.
I can't. I'm illiterate, so
Foe.
whatever.
Scarcely
Yeah,
get
I can't.
food.
I don't. I get it though, like family and all that, but like, he should have still had some repercussion. Like, he should have still had some like punishment. But I guess if you want to go this route, the punishment was that he almost killed someone
Yeah.
that went and visited his friend that he was trying to fight
Yeah,
for.
and he has to go
and he would have had
apologize
to live with that
everybody,
guilt.
bro.
Yeah,
Which he
that's
did
true.
in the after credits.
Yeah, that's.
But if I was Mikey, I'd destroy him. I'd fucking kill him. But it is what it is.
Oof.
That's not what your
It is
parents
what it
do,
is.
bro. If you mess up in your family, bro, and you get your brother hurt, like your parents aren't supposed to spaz out on you, man. It's not what it's for. They want this thing to
parents
keep going. I mean, I said
You want to see my
I
back
said
or what?
supposed.
Okay.
Okay, you know what I mean.
All
You
right.
want to keep it
Yeah.
healthy, keep going, keep.
Andre,
growing.
I only have 8 toes, and you want to know how I lost the other 2 pinky toes? Like,
What?
kick this soccer ball through my window. My dad took my pinky toes. What do you want me to say? I'm just joking. I'm never showing you guys my feet, so that there's gonna be always like a question.
yeah,
mark,
nobody's
like,
gonna
did he
know.
actually lose his pinky toe? Yeah, no one's gonna know.
But yeah, anyways.
But yeah,
so-
I see what you mean. I see what you're saying.
I do get that. It would be tough for me, bro. But I feel like it only happened because he survived. Because I feel like if Draken didn't survive, Pa was probably
Oh, yeah.
at least gonna
gone.
be in the operating room next to him.
Right next to Draken.
At the very least.
Or like just Mikey would just go fucking like fatality, take out his heart, throw it into Draken's. We're good to go. Type
Oh
thing.
man.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. I'm psyched to see where it's going. Cause
I'm
like,
really
it made
interested.
it seem like a resolution, but obviously it's gonna be one of those things
They're
where
got-
it's like a fake resolution.
Yeah,
It's gonna
for
be like,
sure.
oh, never mind.
The next episode's going to shit. I'm just excited to see how.
I know. Unless it's a filler, like to give us like
come on.
the day with the girlfriend.
No.
Well, it's not his girlfriend, obviously, like in the moment. But I think that's where they're gonna go, eh? You think that's what's gonna be the only way to save her?
Imagine,
Is if
I
he's
feel
with
so
her?
bad for him. Like, what if she's just alive, and then this guy comes back to her, and she's like, "Remember me from elementary school, bruh? Like,
The
we
one you
we
left,
should-
and now I'm
we should
paralyzed.
date
Yeah.
again." No, he'd go. Imagine getting a knock on your door. There's some girl there you haven't seen since freaking elementary school. Just comes up to you and says, "I love you. We should be together."
That'd be weird as hell.
Exactly. That's equivalent to what he would have to do to start
He'd be
dating
like,
her.
man, I went back in time to save you. Damn, what was the point?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh my God.
Such a Takemichi
God
move.
damn.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah.
And I do like how they use the same thing as Steins Gate. I think this is why it's working. They're using the time travel of consciousness as opposed to like a second
Yeah,
body in that
for
world. I feel like it's a lot easier to control that.
They did
Even
that
though
in Vivy,
again,
but they
Vivy
didn't
tried.
do
I was gonna say even though Vivy tried, and she's supposed to be mathematically perfect because she's AI, got dog shit. Fucking that guy must have calculated some nasty ass calculus because she was terrible. And then these people in Revengers with one handshake they're able to go back 12 years as opposed to 5 minutes. Crazy. And I actually I like how he's just always has to go to their house and be like, "Hi, but I'm also here just to go back to my timeline. Put it there, buddy." Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird.
One thing I was wondering too, did we ever find out why Akon pushed him on the train tracks?
No.
Like when he just never told him.
Oh my God! What if it's because it'll wrap around in that timeline to be like the guy, the president of Valhalla, or whatever, finds out that through Mikey, because they're gonna be together, maybe, right? That like our dude Tamagotchi may be able to like, you know, travel through time. So then he has to kind of like get rid of him for him not to make it the way. But the thing is, like, what if? Okay, would it suck if they have more people time traveling at the same time? Yeah, right. Because then that would kind of ruin the whole premise of our main character. I wonder how they're gonna do this. Again, more questions than answers, but like at least they wrapped it up. Draken's story, Draken arc. A little bit.
That is interesting.
But that is interesting. Yeah, they never really told us. You're right.
Because we don't know if their time is a loop or if it's like alternate timelines.
Linear, and like it's branching.
I'm pretty sure it's linear, based on what we.
Because if it's linear, then no matter what happens,
he
would have had to get pushed in front of the train by someone at some point.
Oh yeah.
Within his current timeline, because if it's alternate, timelines, then that could have just never happened, right?
Okay.
But if it's the same timeline, then it did happen.
And the reason why it's not linear is because he was able to get it changed.
Yeah.
So either friggin' Akun Pompadour man is like regretting, I guess, that he pushed him, and then he's just being happy now, or he's being sneaky, or he like regrets it and he's happy he's alive and he's just like, we can be friends, and he doesn't know, so it's fine.
I think it just never happened at this point.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah. I feel like Mikey will have something to do with it. Mikey being sus of him might have something to do with it. But like not in a bad way. I feel like it just maybe I don't know. I'm kind of again, we're at that middle stage where
I wonder if
it could be good, it could be bad.
Is it weird that he looks bigger in middle school than he does in his friggin'
no idea how they do this character design, because he looks so much bigger when he's younger than he is now. Maybe they just totally forgot to be like, oh shit, this guy's supposed to be like grade 5.
He's 26.
That's true.
26, man.
He's just wearing baggier clothing, and his hair is blonder.
I guess so, bro. He dyed his hair.
I don't know.
What a guy. Where's this guy's parents, bro? He's never gone home a single time.
None of these kids have parents.
Yeah, actually, none of them do.
That's like that. That's an
funny.
Anime thing, huh? Like they either have one or just none, or the parents just don't exist.
Pretty much.
They're just like, they're like, yeah, my mom's dead, and then my dad works overseas and never visits me ever. And that's just
he just sends me money every month. Yeah, that's so true.
How old are you? 7.
You live in a house by yourself?
Yeah.
That's too funny. Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm excited for next episode. Who knows when it comes out? Like, what day is it? Monday?
Tokyo.
Oh wait, no.
Saturday.
Tokyo.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
Vivy and Tokyo come out Saturdays.
Yeah. To your eternity.
Don't talk about that fucking
Mondays. Mondays at noon.
That's who's Monday.
And
damn, Andre has it fucking bookmarked and everything. I can't. I always have to watch them on the today or the day before, depending on work schedule. But because I can't. I don't know how you guys sit there and be like, ooh. Like I can't. I'd be like, yo, what the like I'd be so pissed.
What do you mean? I messaged the freaking group chat and be like, wow.
You did. Yeah, Andre. He doesn't even tell us which anime. It's just like, wow. Wow. Okay.
We definitely get it.
Oh yeah.
I was so upset when I watched that. I had to, bro. Imagine if I just watched Vivy and then came here. Like, imagine that.
You wouldn't have come. You wouldn't have come back.
Forget it.
This guy would have said, sorry guys, I had to drop this week. Don't feel like
I'd be like, this podcast is over. We're done.
This guy would have been like, I'll be back on summer anime list. See you guys later.
Oh man. Anyway, speaking of the GOAT, we weren't speaking of the GOAT, but we are now. Gugu the legend, forever legendary. Forever legendary. Alan, it's your turn. Give us the breakdown.
Really? Fuck, I'm not gonna remember. Okay. So it starts off. Okay, can someone tell me where we left off last episode before I started?
They just got big. They just got.
Oh yeah. So Gugu's fucking jacked, by the way, guys. Like he's absolutely monstrous. And like everything, he's great, still a great cook. The dude's doing pull-ups in the middle of the night for no reason. Also, Fushi is now older, and we finally figured out why. Is because he doesn't. If he doesn't change back into his different forms, his body just automatically grows like
a normal
human would.
Yeah.
Like Sean and Andre were saying before.
Yeah, but it's slightly different because I assume that all his bodies grow, but it's only if he stays in there. Yeah. Because I guess every time he switches, it regenerates, so all his cells become normal, right?
Yeah.
So.
Right. And then after finding that out, which was kind of a cool little tip there, we also see Reen. She hasn't changed. Honestly, don't know the difference. Old Booze Man hasn't changed. Don't see the difference.
Yeah, but he's old. 4 years doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, he's old. And then the old grandma, same thing. She's looking fine. So this episode we find out. Okay, no, that's not what I meant. Like fine as in like she's looking like she's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, don't have to like you guys gonna make it weird. Okay, now Fushi learned how to cook after 4 years. Yeah. That was his greatest accomplishment. And also the Beholder is now kind of pissed at him when he's narrating because he's like, Fushi's older because he hasn't needed to change. And he doesn't change. There's no need. And he's just kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? But anyway, Reen is having her 16th birthday party, so I believe Reen and Gugu are both around 16. Is that right?
We can
assume so. Gugu and Reen, yeah. They're about around 16, and she really wants... I'm really happy about this. Reen really wants Gugu to like make a move on her, like say, hey, like I really like you, which I kind of like because she grew up from the whole like, wow, Fushi has white hair, that guy looks so good, to like, wow, this person confessed their love to me while they're half drunk, being like whatever, they would be 10 years old or 12 years old, kind of like him. So, she gets invited to she invites them to a birthday party, and Gugu, before then, sees his brother, which I was freaking pissed about. I'm like, this bastard man came, but then I was like, Gugu, don't let up. You know who you are. Stay true to yourself. And the guy says the best thing ever. He says, I have Reen, I have Fushi, who's like a brother to me. I have Boozman and my grandma, and I cherish them more than anything. And you know what, though? Redeeming quality of his brother gave the ring to the old man. Reen says, wow, this is my ring. Blah, 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 blah. So, like, good on the older brother. I think he's learned, but also you can't just forgive someone because of they learned. I feel like Gugu did the right thing, but also I feel like this sets us up for, like, a couple bad episodes coming up.
I don't know. I feel like I felt at that moment that it was the right decision, but I did feel bad. Like, his brother did make me feel bad for him, bro. Yeah. And I was just like, he's like a freaking little puppy.
I am surprised. Like, how did he not sell the ring? That was a weird. That's weird for me.
The thing is, though, I don't know if that ring is the actual. It is definitely worth everything. But the way he's looking, the older brother, he's looking like he's wealthy. Yeah. And maybe the ring gives him status.
Yeah, that's possible.
Not just
too.
right. So like he's like, oh, this is like. Yeah, like he's like, oh, I'm part of this family, like blah 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 blah. Maybe I don't know how
you went bad. I thought he like got the ring from Gugu, and he's like, I gotta change my life. Yeah. Like it was like an ephany moment.
I'm still thinking
but then
that.
You're just like, yeah, that's what I think. I'm with Sean. I mean, but Alan's just like, he's like, nah, he just used it. He got his use out of it, and he's done with it. So he tossed it aside.
That's it.
But yeah, anyways, keep going.
No, hold on. Before I keep going, the problem with that is I saw I think it was Sean that sent us a picture of the intro. Yeah. And we see, I'm assuming it's Gugu holding Reen
with his face,
and he's doing this with his face. Now, that's a whole different thing. But if you look at his pant leg, you see a little rag or like some satchel. The problem was Gugu has never worn that, and his brother has worn that when he saw him the next time. So I forgot to say it, but I think his brother actually passes. Like, he actually dies or something.
Really?
And gives it to him. I don't know, but because like I think his brother, because he's the brother is the one that has that pant leg thing on, but Gugu doesn't. But in the intro, Gugu does. Yeah,
it's really setting up for him and his brother finally reconcile. Oh, it's really setting up for like after a few episodes, they're finally gonna like accept each other, and then his brother's just gonna die. And then his brother's gonna die.
Wow.
Yes.
And it's gonna be heart wrenching, and I'm gonna friggin' throw up.
Or even disgusting. Or even worse. Worse. Gugu rejects him, and then his brother sacrifices himself to save Gugu.
Oh, chill! I swear to God, I just got goosebumps, bro. You could really
did reject.
As soon as you said that, yeah.
No, but I mean like again and again.
Oh, again.
Like, again and again.
Double rejection.
Because like when people have those like those like relationships. Like it's not one time. You don't show up after friggin' 5 years and just be like, I'm back.
None of these Western
right?
shows.
No,
you
gotta. You have to show like
for
commitment, bro. You have to show that you're actually back and you're willing to like deal with the hard conversations and the hard parts. And all
honestly, it made no sense that he left Gugu because Gugu was bringing in money. Like they had
actually.
He was saving money. He was making him money.
I'm assuming he got swindled somehow, bro.
Yeah, by those guys who were his friends, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming they said that like we got this.
Don't piss me off with these episodes. I hate that episode. Don't stop talking about that shit. I hate it.
Guaranteed he's like, we have this get rich quick scheme and we're gonna make money. And then he's like, I'm gonna go make this money, bring it back to Gugu, and then we're gonna be rich. And then when it doesn't work, he's basically like, nah, I'm a failure. I spent all our money.
Oh no!
So you take it and ditch your brother?
So he's basically saying like, I can't go back now.
That could be it.
I have nothing.
That could have been what happened.
Embarrassed and ashamed and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
It's not an excuse.
Your brother loved
it's
you,
not
bro.
An excuse. I'm just
I know.
saying,
I know, but your brother would have been fine if you came back with nothing. At least he would. Gugu in his mindset would have been like, "Oh, thank you. At least you tried. Let's work
Gugu
hard
would have
next
been
time."
Like, "You're an idiot. Now I have to go make fucking sell more fruits."
That's I forgive you because I'm Gugu and I'm awesome.
Anyway, okay, let me finish this summary. This is good. I like this. But speaking of Gugu, bigger. Yeah. Boozman actually had a very nice sentimental gift for Gugu. He had a new helmet that can actually. It's like a lighter effect where if he chomps down, like you did, you were right. It sparks up, and Gugu, because he's an adult, probably has a bigger liquor sack inside of him. So maybe I don't know. Who knows? We don't know that yet. What was I going at? Oh yeah. So then now they're going to the birthday party, and I was totally fine with Gugu, and I was totally not sad for him anymore. And then he gets to the party, and then everyone starts talking shit. And oh my god, I was watching this with my girlfriend, and I was tensing up, dude. I was literally about to, like, just, again, I was like, yo, who's talking shit, bro? Like, what is wrong with these people? Anyway, he gets pushed into the water. That's when I lost it. I paused it. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was in the mirror, like, Rocky scene. I was, like, shaking. And I'm, like, fucking, like, I can't stop shaking. But anyway, come back. You know, we're fine.
What about the gift? Watching. The gift happened before
I'm not done. Wait, I don't know how to, events and stuff. So, so now Gugu gets pushed, and he gets tossed and all that shit, and now he sees Reen. Reen is so happy to see him. I'm so happy she's happy to see him, because I'm like, yes, Reen, you love him. You love him. You want him to love you. Gugu, before going to the party, was going to pick out flowers. Fushi, in his whole life spending in the forest, don't know why he doesn't know what a flower is, says, oh, what's a flower? And he's like, that's a flower. And he's like, oh, flower, nice. But Gugu obviously has to pick the flower that Reen was picking when he went to save her, and it was a bellflower. It's a purple. It looks like this.
I knew it was gonna be some trauma bullshit.
I
knew it was gonna be. Anyway,
that's not even the problem. The problem is that he gives her the flower, and everyone starts ripping the man because he gives her the flower. That she's gonna remind her of her turmoil and what she went through. And Reen's like, no, I like it. Purple. But then Reen also friggin' clicks in her head. She's like, wait. Why would this man give me this flower? I want to know why. And I'm over here like, I was like, yes, Reen. Yes, you want to know why. But then we get pissed because Reen has to talk to the person she's entitled to marry, or set to marry. And Gugu's looking at her, and just like Gugu fashion, instead of saying anything, he's like, you know what? I want her to be happy, and if this is what's gonna make her happy, and this is gonna make the family happy, it's probably better with him than me. He's walking away, and Fushi's like, yeah, see ya. I just want to eat. I don't
Best wingman ever.
I thought it. Yeah, that's right. Fushi's like, you think I have human emotion? I'm actually just hungry right now. So Fushi's eating, and Gugu's about to leave. He's like, okay, you know what? I'm just staying in the front. Eat. Of course, Gugu fashion, very considering of Fushi, saying, go ahead and eat. I'll be outside. Gugu's outside. Don't know how he got to the transition to the balcony, but he's now on a balcony on the outside. And Reen chases after him, and she's like, why did you give me this flower? And Gugu's like, no, whatever, I just got this, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes through the story of how he saved someone, but doesn't want to tell her because that girl has a little scar on her and it ruined her life.
So sweet.
So cute, so sweet.
I love how he did. I love how he's like, he had a scar.
Right?
Like
still mocking
her life. Yeah, it ruined her life. And Reen finally clicks, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, you guys are stupid as fucking shit.
How many questions she have to ask before she finally clicked in?
She really wasn't getting it. Like she's
like, wait.
Like, oh, wait.
No. I think she knew. She knew after the first one. She was just doing that like cute little. Was it this and this?
She
it
just
was, like,
wanted him to say it.
Yeah.
She just wanted him to say, "I saved you," and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
And then I thought we were gonna get there. And no, the fucking knockers had to come, which they are called knockers now. The people the trees.
Yeah.
But did you see? I didn't see them in the scene. Did you see them?
No, the thing just
so
cracked.
They just assume it's knockers. But the problem, not the problem, but the cool thing is Fushi senses them, and he's never sensed them before. So this is kind of cool. Or did he just hear the shriek of Rin? I don't know.
I don't know if he sensed
Maybe
it.
it's the shriek. Yeah, he hasn't met Yo yet. He doesn't know about the spirit senses yet, right? God damn, Shaman King lives in our head rent free at this moment. But yeah, so that's where we left off. We left off with Gugu just falling down a cliff. He's obviously not dead. He just got a new mask, so he has to use it some. Don't you dare! There's no way.
No.
If they wrote him dying,
I was sitting with my girl, bro, and literally I was like, they did all of that. I was like, finally, and then the thing cracks. I was like, what the fuck, man? No. I was so upset, bro.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
And he pushed her out of the way. So
and
she wouldn't
again,
fall.
watch, he's gonna come up with another scar on the other arm.
Chill. Don't even piss me off.
Oh man.
The worst part though, I feel like the parents are gonna blame Gugu for this.
No way. He's the one who fell.
How is he good?
They don't know that.
A lot. What do you mean they don't know that?
They don't know that. He's gonna come back off the cliff and he'd be like, yeah, like they're gonna kill whatever. They're gonna kill the knocker, hopefully, and then he's gonna be on like the edge of the cliff. Then everyone's gonna come out. You know,
he's pretty used to falling.
It doesn't
off
make any
cliffs,
sense.
He's good.
Yeah, he's used to falling exactly, and he's gonna have. Like he's just gonna get blamed for this. But I'm gonna feel like he has to confess to her, right? He has to. He's about to, right?
On his dying breath.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I like this episode was great.
Yeah.
A little like sentimental, a little this that. The problem is again, out of everything I saw, it was the Big Brother's like I don't know, like what do you call that pant leg thing? Like I'm just like shit. And I think what Andre said is right. I feel like to redeem himself from maybe losing all the money trying to help him out and ditching him, he has to sacrifice himself. How? Don't know yet. I'm ready to see how much fire this Gugu can spew out his mouth, though. Because, like, when he was younger, goddamn, he was blazed up like half
Well,
the
he can't. I don't think
almost.
he can. I think the struggle is going to be he can't really do that where they are, bro. He's burned down the whole freaking house.
He also fell in water.
Yeah, at this point, everyone in the house made fun of you already. You might as well burn them in it.
Because him and Rena live very happily ever after he burns down her whole family.
She doesn't even like her parents. It works out.
He also fell in the water, which is probably gonna.
Spark. He can't start the spark anymore. Yeah.
So what? Just call him blastoids. You can just start shooting water out of his mouth. I don't know what you want me to do. Like, what do you want me to do?
I find it funny in those situations in the party too. Like, so some rich, skinny white boy is gonna go and push this jacked guy with like a Dragoon helmet on, and try to get him to put a shirt on or whatever. It's like I'm not going near that guy. Man.
100%. I see that guy half shirt. The man is jacked out of his mind. I'm gonna be like, yes, sir.
Right?
It's rich privilege, bro. He's basically, I'm better than you. He's like, I'm better than you. You're not going to touch me. You're not going to do anything about anything that I do to you. That's his idea, right? And he did it. And then friggin' Reen comes down. What happened? Oh, he fell in by himself.
Oh, God. Oh, God. That pissed me off.
And then no one take note that, like, Reen was all over him, like, in front of everybody. Like, nobody took a hint.
These people are stupid. Oh, these people are dumb.
Yo, I honestly 100% when Reen finally met like the guy he's supposed to marry, I 100% thought it was gonna be the guy who pushed Gugu in the fountain.
That's what I thought too.
But then no, it's just some random guy, bro. And then they're having full conversation. Gugu's like, she'll be happy, bro. Let's go, Fushi. And Fushi's like, okay, you go. I gotta go back to this table.
This is so rich, dude. They got fucking steam buns and done some, dude. I'm staying.
And it was
backtracking.
Also, okay, go.
Wait, sorry, go. No, you.
Okay, I was gonna say, and it was also mad cute when friggin' Reen like woke Gugu up and then said, "Make a move on me now."
Right?
And the Gugu's just like, "What are you talking?
What the hell's going
on? What's happening right now?" And then she runs away, and then the old man comes. Yeah. Alcohol makes you forget things, man. But you fucked up like bad.
Yeah, you messed up pretty bad. Which is fine though. Like that's what he wanted, right? So it is what it is. It's not like he's a bad drunk. He's just like he's a
good guy.
You know?
And I like how he got sentimental about like seeing him, like realizing he's old now. He's like
Oh yeah, that was like mad cute, bro. That almost made me shed a tear, bro. He's like, I want to see him do this and this and that, but like it makes me sad that I might be dead before he gets a chance to do any of that stuff because I'm old. I was like,
you guys are pretty.
And oh my god, when the guy she's marrying, like the first thing he says is like, "Oh, you have nice like big eyes" or something, and I'm just like, I hate you already. Like,
yeah, you're so annoying. Yeah, you're fucking
hate you.
I know. I really like, and I always like to pay attention to Fushi because he is the main character. Not too much stimulus here in this episode, of course, other than the ending where he hears the shriek of a crying widow almost. Yeah. But I like in the beginning of the episode, right in the beginning, where he's talking to Reen, and I was almost mad because I thought Reen was still all over him, but Fushi's like, Gugu really loves you. Like, he really likes you. Like, he loves you. And I'm like, shit, Fushi understands it. The guy was born yesterday, technically. Like, how do people not understand? Yeah. And I really like his gift to the old man where it's like sweat. It's like, sweat. Like,
he knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, I know. And my girl was like, how did he know? Yeah. Just walked in and she's like, oh, what is this? Oh, for my pits.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I don't know. This again, To Your Eternity God tier. This thing is 10 out of 10. It could end like Vivy. Still give it 10 out of 10 because of Gugu. But yeah, I'm excited to see the next episode. I'm wondering if it's a different type of knocker because you said like
it could be a rock.
You said like it could be rock. It could be water. Yeah. Like we don't know, but I'm pretty sure it might be rock.
It's interesting.
Or it could just be another tree.
I think it's another tree, but I think what they're going for is that they realize they need to get rid of Gugu before they go after Fushi. And I don't know why it took them 4 years to realize that, or however long it's been. But it's a pretty smart move to get him out of the picture first.
Maybe they're like actually like smart and they have like planners and shit. Like they actually like come up with like a plan.
They have like a team meeting. Like guys.
They have like they have a podcast every Wednesday.
Maybe they were literally just like. Maybe the day after they lost, they're like, listen, we're going to have to knock him off a cliff into the water, okay? And then everyone else is like, there's no cliff, though. There's none anywhere. And they're like, guys, this is the plan. Just wait it out. It'll happen.
Wait 4 years.
Just wait it out. It'll happen. And then finally they saw him. They're like, oh, go.
Cliff.
Go.
Perfect moment.
That's so true. I'm still interested in the Beholder because I feel like he's very neutral because he was... Let's say, for example, the last episode where Fushi's fighting and with Gugu, fighting the knocker. Like, I sort of got the Beholder was so fine with Fushi dying there. Because, like, for example, the Beholder's, like, just sitting there. He's like, oh, Fushi just turned into a rock.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think it's kind of like he has something that he wants to happen, but he's also, like...
I could just make another one if it doesn't.
No, it's not like even that. Fine. I just feel like he wants Fushi to save the human race or whatever. But like, if it doesn't happen, it's more like preserve whatever. The human race. Preserve, and then if it doesn't happen or Fushi dies before it, he's just gonna be like, guess that was a failure.
Yeah, I think the same way. I think he's like, maybe it's not worth saving if it could die that easily to something so weak as this knocker.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, because he's like. He told Fushi's like, yo, you gotta leave, get some stimulation. Fushi's like, nah, and he's like, all right.
Whatever you want, man.
Exactly. So I feel like he wants to give his advice, or he has like an ideas of like, this is how you're gonna get it done. But he's also curious to say like, I can offer like advice, but at the end of the day, it's like a dad and a kid, right? Like you can give your kid all your advice you want, but at the end of the day, they're gonna make their own decisions. Yeah. You just have to accept it, and I think that's what he is.
After they're 18.
Fushi's like 4.
No decisions for
Technically,
Fushi.
this guy's 5. Yeah, technically he's 5 years old. That trash guy. But yeah, 10 out of 10. This anime, I love it, man. I don't know. It's something about the character. Something about Gugu.
The thing that worries me, though...
dies, though. I'm not watching this anymore. I'm quitting the podcast. That's all I'm saying.
The thing that worries me is that we learned last episode that Fushi is like kind of relying on Gugu. He's like, I need Gugu. Gugu is strong. Gugu will defeat the enemy. And that puts a lot of pressure on Gugu, and that kind of sets him up for being in danger. And I'm not sure if like Fushi is has the mental capacity to like know that he's like basically just putting him in danger, and he's setting him up to die basically eventually, which I still don't think is gonna happen.
I like how he's still basically like a kid.
Yeah,
like he talks so clearly now. He's great sentences, but he's still so just like naive on everything. And she's like, you know what? What was the question? Was it death? He's like, do you know what death is? And he's like, no. He's like, do you know what marriage is? And he's like, nah. He's like, nah, what's that?
No. Yeah, no, it's good.
It was so cute too when he was like, your heart sounds the same as Gugu's does when he talks to you. And I was like,
yeah,
yes.
See, I like that
Thank
shit.
you.
That shit makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also like the part where she tries to jam the guy's poor finger.
Oh my god! Why?
That ring.
Why was she trying that?
Jesus
There's no way it would
I don't
fit.
know. I think.
I know she was trying to be so cute, bro. I like if it worked, it would have been so just like cute and like. Nice.
At least
it will work. It will work.
I know she
After
didn't try.
Try his like biggest finger.
I didn't even try. Literally, like the pad of his finger didn't even get around the first part.
Yeah,
bro.
I was trying to get around his nail. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man, give the guy a break.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Fushi has to pop off this next fight, though. I can't have this guy be dog shit again and Gugu doing all the work. I can't.
He will
But he couldn't fight before.
No.
And he didn't do anything to make himself better.
No.
So
the thing is, though, if you watch these guys' fights, I think Gugu just needs to teach him how to attack. Because right now he's really good at defending.
what I think is what's gonna happen is something is gonna go bad, and then Fushi's just gonna be like, I guess I have to know how to do this. I don't know what exactly is gonna happen. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Chill,
Something
Rin
bad's
can't die.
gonna
Don't do that to
happen.
Gugu, bro. Don't do that to Gugu.
I don't think any of them are gonna die. The only person who's eligible for death, in my opinion, right now is Gugu's brother.
Oh yeah.
So
What if Gugu's brother's still a scumbag, and because we assume it's a knocker, but what if the person that blew up the cliff was actually his brother trying to kill Rin to do something to like that family? Because maybe his brother is with another like group.
well, his brother is really bad at his job because they were both sitting on the cliff. So even if Gugu didn't save her, they both would have just died.
True. I'm just trying to incorporate the brother a little bit
There
more.
could be
I don't know,
something
I just want
there.
to.
Could be.
I don't know. I feel like it's far fetched, but
I mean the what's the guy's name? The all creator god guy.
Beholder.
He already said it was a knocker that
Yeah,
like
he
showed
did.
up.
Yeah.
Sounds a knocker. Well,
Wait,
actually, he said the
Yeah.
knocker showed up, but he didn't say that the knocker's what caused the.
That's true. But that'd be mad.
I don't know.
But
Again, it could be-
honestly,
could be
though,
far-fetched,
if his brother has anything to do with it, it's gonna hurt me too bad, and I'm gonna find. I don't know, bro. I'll transport myself into the world and kill him myself.
Yeah, you're already
Okay.
feeling bad for him, and if he turns against you again,
CP24,
much.
first guy to get isekai'd into a new world is Andre.
it's gonna be his nightmare world.
That's it.
The time I got transported to a new world to kill Gugu's brother for betraying him.
Hey,
My
that's a
own
pretty
anime,
good. That's a
bro.
pretty good title. That's it.
Did you see
Oh,
that one
shit.
meme about Demon Slayer? The time friggin' Michael Jackson was
Michael
reincarnated as a
Oh
demon.
my god, that was amazing. I love that one.
I see that. I love that
Oh my
shit.
God. Anyways, yes, To Your Eternity keeps getting better. 10 out of 10. Gugu will
10
remain
out
a
of 10.
legend. I don't know
10
how
out of 10
many.
Gugu.
I don't know how many of these episode titles are gonna have Gugu as a legend in it.
He was just the best. I mean,
Hey, it's gotta keep
just
going
became better.
until he's dead. He can't die. There's no way.
Oh my god.
Gugu's the beholder. I called it. All right, let's go. All right, what's next?
You're finally after
yay.
how long is this anime been going? 16 weeks. So after 16 weeks, Alan is finally finished
The
season
first
one.
season only.
I did it. Ah, shit. Is the second season better? Let me ask that before we get started.
I would say equal.
Same shit, different smell.
It's
Yeah.
about the same. It's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna get pissed. Okay. Perfect.
yeah. For
Less.
Someone else-
I'm gonna say it's gonna be less at
Yeah.
Subaru though.
True.
Subaru is less
gonna be
annoying.
Amelia's gonna piss me off. Perfect.
Perhaps.
I don't even know. Thank you. All right, guys. Yeah. So it took me 16 weeks after being persuaded. But before we get there, this is the segment where me and Andre try and get Sean to fucking read Solo Leveling for the fucking 16th
I read
time.
15 chapters.
And
It's really good so far. I'm excited.
It's really
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Okay. So you're not like me. You're not like Cracked Addict where I just kept reading until chapter 87. But I really had nothing else to do, and I really liked the
He
storyline.
just got transported to this other like weird giant ant place because he didn't do one of his tasks, and now he's
Yeah.
like, "What the hell?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
right.
love
yeah,
that.
it's pretty sweet.
Such a good. He got penalty.
Yeah, he got a
penalty
penalty.
zone right now.
Yeah. How did
Right.
that friggin' scene where they were fighting the statues feel, bro?
That was pretty sweet. That was
That
amazing.
smile?
I felt scared.
That was pure Attack on Titan first episode
Yeah.
small, dude. Like
Yeah.
you know when the Diana or. Oh wait, no, we already passed that part. You know when so Aaron's stepmom is smiling, the smiling Titan they
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
Like that was the
Exactly.
exact same smile. It was on that statue, and I loved every bit of it. Loved
I thought
every
they
bit
were
of it.
really stupid though. Like, dude, like obviously the what's it called? The written stuff on that template was obviously the things you have to do to complete it.
Yeah, but you gotta understand these guys are like low leveled. Like
brain-wise
okay,
too.
we're not gonna have a segment later. No, we're not doing this now.
Okay.
Okay, yay, Sean, yay, Reddit. Okay, chapter 15. We gotta go in depth because I really like this.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was able to. Now we're back to the podcast.
Yes.
We are now.
ReZero.
I'm caught up to one season of ReZero. We do have main characters, a lot of main characters, but you got Subaru, Amelia, and then you have the Rem and Rom. Is it Rom?
Rem.
Which
Rem
one's
and Rom?
which?
Ran and Rem.
Rem is blue-haired. Rom is
Rom
red
is
hair.
red hair. Okay.
And then you quickly meet. I mean, no one else is significant.
What's his face?
Wizard dude?
The
The Roswell.
Yeah,
Roswald. Yeah, Roswald's pretty
Roswell,
significant.
Yeah.
The
And then you got
pixie thing.
like second half characters. Yeah. Oh, what's the pixie thing called?
Oh, Puck.
I mean,
Puck.
Puck. Yeah, Puck.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay. First, watching this, I was like, okay, someone gets transported to another world. It is what it is. It's fine.
Train
Very popular.
Yeah, but then very popular, very very comfortable topic.
Very
Everyone likes this shit.
easily done.
But then you find out this guy assumes he has powers. I thought he was gonna have powers, at least a little bit. But tell me how this guy's only power, if you want to call it that, they call it a curse in this world.
It's
Well,
pretty.
they don't know
It's
about his
pretty
curse,
cursed.
but
Yeah.
it's a curse.
Yeah.
The guy his only thing that he can do is die and come back to when he last. I still need to ask you guys about this, but when he last slept.
No. It's just a
It's
specific
just-
checkpoint.
it's-
So it's just like
Yeah.
last significant.
He just hits
exactly,
checkpoints. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's his only power. This guy's useless beyond belief. He is trash beyond belief, but he can persuade people. I will say he has a good persuasive
After enough
personality.
times.
Yeah, man.
After enough times, that's right. So yeah, he gets into the world. He meets this one girl that steals. What's her name? The one that steals Amelia's thing.
The little girl.
Yeah, whatever. Meets this little
The
thief.
thief girl.
Meets a little thief that stole Amelia, which is the other main character's little patent thing to make her the next queen of whatever. Blah 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 blah. He soon finds out that no one likes this Amelia girl because she looks like the witch or whatever, the elf, white-haired elf thing.
This jealous witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jealous witch. So, and that's totally fine. Totally get it. She's very strong, but also very useless, in my opinion. I don't really like her, to be honest, as a character at all.
Okay.
Goddamn fucking trash. And you go through this story, and Subaru really takes a liking to her. I mean, it is what it is. She's the first person that helped him when he got mugged. I mean, twice, I guess, in the first episode. And then you also meet this guy named Renhart. He's like a little knight.
A little knight.
A little knight. I'll call him a little knight for this thing. But he's a gentleman. He's a very nice guy.
An OP ass gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's busted his shit, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I never really thought about it, bro. I've never seen this guy swing his sword more than once. But yeah, he's super dude. He's a super cool dude. And he's always never working, but always working. I don't understand how that is. But he's never on duty, but he's always working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the guy's just, I'm here today because my day
Everything's
off.
too easy for him.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
This
so,
guy
okay.
fully said, "I can't draw my sword because it's too strong. So give me that stick or whatever the fuck he used." And then he blew up the whole house with the stick. Bro.
Yeah, he's busted. But I will say, I forgot this was ufotable, by the way. I was gonna say, who is this ufotable?
It's not
Is what you're talking
ufotable.
about? Wait, it's not. Wait, what the
I
fuck
actually
is
don't know who it
ufotable?
is.
I thought this was. Oh my god, it's the other Fate Zero shit. Oh my
You're
god,
still
I keep mixing them up.
confusing them, bro.
But hold on. When Subaru finds out about the whole Amelia getting robbed thing and wants to go to bargain with the little girl,
Yeah.
the whole scene where they're fighting in the small quartered thing, like little cabin area, I was like, holy shit, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like the animations are fantastic.
Yep.
Every slice you saw, every sound effect was perfect. Lots of blood. When
That's what I like to
Subaru
see.
ends up dying, oh my god, like this guy is bloody as hell. And you can really feel and see the pain
Yes,
in his
that's what I
eyes.
really like about it, because even though he can come back after he dies, you never feel like better about it, because it's like he
fucking
dies
scary,
so painfully every time.
It's
It leaves a
Very
mark with
painful.
you, right? Like he still remembers that pain.
Oh, exactly. And and you really can see the pain that he's feeling when he,
Yes.
like you said, when he goes back into that checkpoint and as he's sweating and his eyes, pupils are super like dilated and all that, whatever. Like oh my god, like this is so crazy. However, he's still trash.
You don't feel bad for him though.
Absolutely
Yo,
not.
okay, remember the part?
Absolutely not.
Remember the part where he just
No,
he kept
hold on.
What?
I don't feel bad for him yet.
No.
Sorry, I did feel bad for him.
Oh,
After he meets Rem, I do not feel bad for this guy.
But don't you remember the part, right? Don't you remember the part where he keeps trying, like his second checkpoint, I think, where he's like, okay, first let me try and work here, then I'll be a freeloader, then I'll be a butler, and then one time he just fucking like he's just like trying to like overcompensate for everything, and this guy has like dark bags under his eyes, and he's trying to do everything at once.
Let's jump to that because
he's like broken, like all the way, bro. He's like,
absolutely, he's distraught. Like he's done faking it. Yeah. But let's skip that because I was gonna say nothing significant really happens. Yeah. You just learn about his powers. You learn about how Amelia is very important to like the country and all that. But let's go to the Roswell's mansion. That's where I started learning a little bit more about his character. Yeah. But also not only him, you meet the maids Rem and Rom. Rom got like that's like her backstory is a little different, like sucks, but I will get to that in a second. When he wakes up and he meets Rem and Rom, and he's an idiot again because they literally say in the show, they're like, oh yeah, you've done a great service to Amelia. What's your one wish? And instead of being like, yeah, I just want to live here, like he's like, I want to work here. It's like, dude. And then they say it in the show, and I'm like, yeah, like what the fuck? But then I like the show at that point because they show you why that wouldn't work. Yeah. Because no one really respects him. He's like he took the easy way out. He doesn't want to learn anything.
He's just a freeloader.
So I get it. Exactly. Like fantastic. Yeah, me. So I'm not any better than this guy. When I say I hate Subaru, remember I'm projecting. I hate myself.
I think everyone feels like that when they're watching Subaru.
Yeah.
This is how being a Sekai anime would really be like.
Yo,
quick. Real.
Yo, quick.
Yeah. Go.
Caveat, that one when he's like screaming about how much he hates himself to like
my god,
like I like as soon as I finished that scene, I like texted Sean, I was like, nothing has ever hurt me more, like in my life.
But then
that made me simultaneously hate him and myself at the same time, bro.
Like, but at that scene, it was not only that he hated himself. That's totally fine. Hate yourself. No one gives a shit. No one really cares about you. But it's the redeeming quality of Rem where she's like, but I like all those things about you. I like how you like this. I like how you need us for this. Like, and then you go and say, yeah, I don't.
I know.
I can't. I'm not. We're gonna get there in a second. But like, so he's in the. I don't care. I can't be there right now.
Okay.
So we're at the mansion. Yeah. You meet again Rem and Rom, but then you learn that Rem really is trying to protect her sister and really loves her sister a lot. Mm-hmm. The blue hair likes the red hair. I'll say that. Mm-hmm. But vice versa. But the thing is, Rom really cares about Rem a lot. Yeah. But the thing is, I think Rom is sus. But I still don't know because I haven't watched the second. The whole thing where Rom is sitting on Roswell's lap. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, listen here, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know what's going on. But this is not right to me. I don't know why. But I don't know why, and I don't want to know why. But anyway, I thought Roswell's kind of weird. He gave me the what's the guy from Hunter x Hunter?
Hisoka?
Bro,
did you know Hisoka's actual voice actor got arrested for pedophilia?
No way.
I wouldn't friggin' doubt that because he did his job way too well.
Into character.
Way too
much.
Anyways,
like all those scenes.
Anyways, continue.
All those little groan.
Anyways, continue.
Anyway, okay, I'll just skip through the mansion really quick. You really learn to like Rem. As a character, you learn, but also you learn to like Subaru because when he has that breakdown scene where these guys are talking about, where he's like black-eyed, he's trying to fake the laughs, he's trying to do that, and Amelia's like, "Listen, man, like, what's up? Like, this is not you. Like, I know you. This is not you." And he's like, he just starts crying. That was the first breakdown scene, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, holy shit! Like that is very true. Like everything he's saying, he's like, I just want everyone to be happy. Because again, I bash him, but it's very hard to know that the person you like a lot is gonna die, and everything you do doesn't matter. Like I must take a toll on your mental. Like
again, that's Steins Gate right there, bro.
And that's why I'm saying Steins Gate's so good. But anyway, So Subaru breaks down, and I loved it. I loved everything a bit of it, and like Amelia said, and like Rem said, like, oh, his face looks so innocent when he's like laying there. Yeah. Like there's no act, right? Like it's cool. I like that. Anyway, skip to the part where Rem's a freaking demon ass, horned thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? why is she killing him? I don't understand this. What's going on? I was like, God damn.
That one hurt me. Like, listening to him scream in the hallway after getting bashed by a friggin' mace. I was like, oh. Yeah.
That and the blood. It's the blood that splats. I was like,
and the worst part was he was already dying. Like, because of the curse that was placed on him. And then like, it's interesting because in the light novel, it explains a lot of why people were doing what they were doing in those kind of moments. Like Rem thought that he was suspicious because he was like walking towards Amelia's room to see if she was okay. But from Rem's point of view, it could have been like a threat. So she was like,
definitely,
and she realized that he was already like dying or in pain.
And they all smell like, and he smells like the witch.
The
right?
witches,
the witch, and that's interesting too because like even when he comes back, it's not always the same because people react differently to why, like, because he smells more like the witch, so people are even more suspicious of him. And then they act differently, so it's hard to predict sometimes, especially with Rem and Rom when they can smell him. So
yeah. So like I said, Rem's character is crazy. Like, she's so innocent, so sweet, but then when she needs to be, she goes crazy, and it's because of her sister. And you see their backstory where, their type of whatever species usually you're just born with two horns, right?
Yeah, but they were twins.
But because of twins, and that's taboo. Their species don't like twins because it
splits their power.
Like, like it makes them weaker as a species. So they were gonna kill them, but then they're like, wait, no. But then Rem was blue-haired Rem was always weaker than red-haired Rom, right? Or pink-haired Rom. So Rem's whole life actually sucked before this because she was always compared to her sister, and like her sister's like, oh, so much better, blah blah blah, this and that. Like Rem really try, and then the whole freaking episode where she's trying to do something good for the family, and some bullshit happens, and I'm like, oh, her nuts are fried now, like they're on the ground, like everything that she just tried to gather. I'm like, this is bullshit. Her life sucks. I was upset about that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But then you get back, and shit's hitting the fan. The whole village is on fire. And Rom's, it was at that point where Rom's horn came off.
Yep.
Like I feel like Rem in some way blames herself for that, for not being able to protect her and all that. So I don't know. Rem's character is crazy. Well, and then
another big reason she blames herself is because, like, did you see her little smirk after she got her horn cut off?
She was happy.
Oh yeah, because she was like happy about it. I know, but I didn't want to hold that against her because I would do the same thing.
No, that's I don't really hold it against her, but she holds it against herself. Yeah, exactly. She thinks she's a bad. She thinks she's a bad person for being like happy. That like jealousy got the best of her.
She's a bad person, but like it's I know I get it. Like, but like imagine your whole life again with Subaru, like the whole time you're trying to do something and getting shit on for it. Of course, something goes your way. And it might not be the best. You like laugh at it or smile at it or whatever.
But now Rem's life is so much worse. Now she like tries to make up for it for the rest of her friggin' life and tries to do literally everything for Rom now.
Yeah. But then I was actually I'm glad we pointed it out because I feel like she sees herself in Subaru, where Subaru, when he's explaining to her like, I'm trying to do everything I can and no one understands me and like blah 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 blah. Rem sees that. Like, Rem sees what he's saying himself. I will say,
before that, that scene after Subaru gets ass kicked by the night dude, and then Amelia comes into his room.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's basically just like, yo, you owe me. Be with me. You owe me. I was so...
Dude, I thought they were joking with me. I thought they were going to flash back to, like, him fighting and being like, I would never be that guy.
I almost stopped.
I swear to God, I was like, dude, this guy is disgusting.
Right?
This wasn't when I was like, yo, this guy is so trash. Like, how do you think that? But the thing is, like, you have to think that. Like, they have to make you think that he's like that because he's literally dying over and over and over for her.
He's so like frustrated, you know. He just like she comes in and now like, she's like pissing him off, and he's just like, you're the only one who wasn't pissing me off.
Yeah, like I don't know, like it's so true. That scene was disgusting, and poor Amelia. Again, she knows something's wrong because she says it too. She's like, I know something's wrong, and I know you can't. Like, I know you don't want to tell me. That part kind of pissed me off because it's like, and he's like, his heart's about to bust because like he literally can't say anything. He's like, I can't. Like I'm literally gonna almost die here. But yeah, like I don't know, great characters. But then you get to the part where Subaru's trying to save her, and they're at the place where they're getting, like, becoming king or queen or being, like, the chosen ones. Yeah. And Amelia's like, don't come to me. And he has, like, 3 days to get back to her. And then, what are they called? The people with the pointy...
Cat people. Let's just call them that.
Yeah, cat people.
What cat people?
No, not Felix.
Not Felix?
Has to be a girl, by the way. I'm not saying
the
anything
other
else.
cat people.
Yeah, the other cat people. No, the people that kill.
Oh, you're talking about the witches cult?
Yeah, the witches cult. There. So yeah, I'm
Roman Conti.
Yeah, Roman
Conti. I love how he says his name. It's so good.
It's so true. It's so true. I like it too. So when he, and that's the scene that really was like, oh my god, because he's really trying. He's trying his best. He's trying to ditch Rem and like trying to do it himself, and it doesn't work. And he tries to take Rem and do it, and it doesn't work. And I'm like, oh my god. But then that scene where he's talking to Puck, and you find out Puck is Emilia's father, right?
Not. I mean,
or who?
It's more like
Guardian.
I adopted you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like when he says daughter, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I'm just gonna say like that he treats Emilia like his daughter. Fine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call him her dad. So, and he's huge. I'm like, oh shit. But then, again, one of the great scenes where he's getting frostbite and he's getting frozen, and you can see pieces of him fall off. You can even hear the pain through his like vocal cords that are frozen. I'm like, oh, this scene is so good.
And then I love it. It like cuts out and his head just like blows off in the
it's just got I was like, shh. I was like, oh, that's so sick. But then again, that's when you see his eyes get messed up when he goes back and the Rem's standing in front of him and he like hugs her. I was like, oh man, I can't like. Then I sympathize with him. I'm like, I can't imagine being him.
No.
But then it doesn't. But then whatever. I'm like, I can't imagine being this guy. Like, trying your best and it doesn't work. And he even says it himself. Like, no one understands. No one will understand. And then they have to fight this whale. And I'm like, okay, what's this whale about? And then they fight this whale. But I really like.
You know why they had to fight the whale, right? Because it kept fucking with them every time he tried to get back to save everybody. Right. Because he went back the first time and Rem and literally everyone was just dead.
I would have just ran away. I would have took that offer, by the way. If Subaru was like, yo, Alan, let's run away and just start a new life, I'd be like, hell yeah, buddy. I ain't trying to face that big-ass whale. I'm in. But yeah, no. Like,
I know. That cheesed me, bro. She's like, he goes up to friggin' Rem. She's like, listen, run away with me. She's like, no. Unless you can tell me to my face you love me.
But she's not wrong.
Yeah, no, I know. Then she's like, tell me to my face you love me, then we can go. And he's like, nah.
Can we go?
What got me with Rem was like, I was like, why wouldn't she just take the bait? Even though Subaru's taking the easy way out, trying to get an easy life out of this.
She still has her sister.
But
she loves him, bro. That's why.
Yeah,
the way it wasn't even about her sister. What she said to him was, it's because after telling me your whole plan with me, you didn't smile once. Like saying it is like the reason why I can't. And he's just like breaks down and he's like, I was just like, damn, like that hit me. That scene hit me. That's when I was like voice messaging you guys. I'm like, yo, the fuck this. But then he says like no to her and like I love Amelia. I'm like, fuck, this guy could go.
Yeah, honestly,
I
couldn't care less.
I guess I get it, but like there's literally no reason for him to have this undying love for, other than the fact that she was the first one he met.
Right.
Right. Yo, what if Reinhardt was the one that saved you first? You're not gonna like him as much as you like Amelia. There's no way.
Like, bullshit.
But like Rem's been by your side, doesn't care that you smell like the witches thing that she really hates. Like, and she's doing everything for you. She's the only one doing anything for you.
I know. Amelia's
justice for Rem, man. I saw these memes back then when this was airing, and I was like, justice for Rem, and I'm like, I don't understand what you guys are talking about. But sure, yeah, justice for Rem, and I'm just like, sure, yeah, this is fine. But yeah, no, I'm kind of pissed. Subaru's a loser, and I don't like.
Never would have thought there was a timeline where Rem killed him like 20 times, or there's like 20.
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
I 100% did. I can push that aside. I understand, man. He's an idiot. I don't care. He's an idiot. I'd kill him too.
He is an
Fuck
idiot,
him.
bro.
But I'm excited for season 2. I want to be pissed at someone else.
What do you didn't even talk about friggin' the witches cult like at all, bro? What about that scene where friggin' Rem gets tortured slowly?
Oh my god.
Okay, yes, let's go there. So the Gamaguchi, what is his name? Is like he went with Gamaguchi.
Oh wait, before we get there, it's really quick.
Yeah.
That white whale scene.
Yeah, you guys asked me questions. I don't,
bro. This white whale, that whole fight, the fact that like Subaru was somehow able to like get all of them to work together. Like you have to friggin' give him some props there, bro. This guy 100%. United like a whole friggin' nation basically to fight this white whale.
And he also found a loophole, which is really smart, and I give him credit. He found a loophole because he was asking, what the hell's her name? The green-haired girl that can smell lying. Karsten. He was asking Crush Karsten to help him save Amelia.
Yeah.
And Crush was like, I can't. I can, but then Amelia is now, everything Amelia owns and everything Amelia stands for is now mine. Like, she has to get kicked out of this whole inauguration thing of becoming whatever
The
the
queen, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense. But then I'm like, oh, how's he gonna get around it? Smart enough. When he came back after dying a couple times, he's like, listen, I know you have a problem with these whales, and I have a problem with the whales. Instead of bringing up Amelia and I need to say Amelia this and that, he's like, listen, I know a way I can help you get rid of your problem. 100%
That's because he learned the first time though. It's because she fucked him over big time the first time, bro.
Yeah.
He just came and asked, and she's just like, yeah, sure, blah blah blah, we're friends, and then she's like, never mind, I own you now, thanks. Good day.
Yeah, legit.
He got trolled by 3 people, like the other girl too.
The little one, the little girl that was like, hey, you should never come to negotiation.
I hate that one so much.
I was like, what the frig are you talking about?
Anyways, yes, and then they band together. They're great. They kill the white whale. The old man finally avenges his wife. Haha, sad, funny. Not funny.
Wait,
funny's not the word I was thinking.
That story was so sad, and I'm like, this is way better than the actual anime. I love this. Keep this going.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he's a badass dude, eh?
Yeah. When the guy friggin' hopped on there, I don't know his name, bro. That was been a while, but he jumped on the whale and just friggin' ran down the whole whale with the sword in his back and just like sprinting. And then again, Super Big Brain again figured out which one was the real whale and then saved them the day again.
I mean, Andre, if I'm how old is he in this?
I don't know, like 12.
He's no way he's 12. He went to the supermarket. Okay, let's say he's 16.
Okay.
I played enough video games when I'm 16 to know that the one that's not hitting you and that duplicated itself is the one you have to hit. But he did figure it out. So it's different when you're in battle, 100%. Yeah. I've never been fighting a whale in the sky. Okay, I'm not gonna.
You haven't?
But no, not yet.
Not yet?
I'm not on that level yet. Yeah, not on that level.
Get on that, bro.
I got you. I gotta catch up with my MMORPGs in real life. I'm gonna go cut some trees. I'm 99 level tree cutting though.
Oh man. Postponing your vaccine and your whale fighting, bro.
That's right, dude. People really think I'm a weirdo.
Too lazy, bro.
Too lazy. I'm trash. No. I honestly, I'm glad I watched it because I'm glad to see what he brings to the table. I'm glad Rem is a thing. Rom is still weird to me.
Roswell.
Still weird to me. Roswell.
Is she a thing though?
Damn, dude. Who?
Technically, Rem isn't a thing.
What do you mean?
The white whale took out her whole existence.
Well, in that one timeline.
Yeah.
That timeline's fucked. There's no such thing as Rem. No. This timeline's okay. Rem's there.
Yeah.
And
I don't like how they hugged, by the way. I don't like how Rem and Subaru hugged.
There was like this speech that happened after they won that I don't know. After Subaru like killed himself, I guess, and then someone like gave him a speech about how he shouldn't do that. Did that happen in season 1?
No, not yet. I haven't seen that.
It's not important.
He hasn't killed himself yet, I think.
Yeah,
Andre is mixed up.
No, he did already.
Yeah.
He jumped off the cliff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did die. I thought someone caught him.
No,
yeah, the spikes.
No, you're right.
There's one when he was running away, and then,
what was
and then he was like,
he's
like, I'm gonna fix this. I'm a better person now. Yay! And then jumps off the cliff.
Yeah. True. You're right. He did die there. I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah. Then we can go.
Big brain though. Big brain.
Then we can go to the which is called Romana Conti, the best acted anime voice ever.
Dice.
Okay. Yeah. So when the one timeline where Rem and Subaru are fighting him, and Subaru gets chained up against the wall, and Rem is just beating the shit out of everyone, gets into the cave, and what's his name? So you guys like saying it. What's his name?
Romana Conti.
Romana Conti. When he just straight up just takes her, and he does the thing with his invisible arms and like twists her limbs.
Hand.
Unseen hands.
Yeah, the unseen. Sorry, man, I can't, dude. I'm too pissed about Subaru being useless on the fucking wall. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so when he's twisting her hands, I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, Subaru, just bite your tongue. You know, bleed out so you can.
Until he spun it all the way around like a fucking Play-Doh.
Then he spins the neck. I was like, god damn. But then I didn't understand. I'm like, Rem, how the fuck are you moving right now?
She was alive, and then I was like, oh, she lived.
And not only did this poor girl have to endure the movement part of that and go onto his lap, she also frees him from his chains. And I'm like, wow, Subaru, I hate you. And even after this, you still don't like her.
Ridiculous.
Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Disgusting, man. You literally see what she would do for you, and nothing. Like, oh, I like Amelia. Like, trash. He's supposed to be king. I get it.
Ridiculous.
I get it. No, that was, but yeah, that I like the whole. Okay, now is there more? No, there is more people that are gospel worshippers, right? Because we see when the witch is called. Yeah, oh yeah, I guess it's called that. Witch gospel worshippers. I sound like I'm like an
like literally the opposite.
Yeah, literally the opposite.
They're literally the opposite of what you just.
What's that purple haired guy's name? The one that he fought is Subaru. The one that helps him at the end, though.
The one that beat his ass.
Yeah, beat his ass, but then helps him at the end. What's his? Yeah. I don't know his name, but his whole thing. He's nasty too. He's busted as hell too. When he's like fighting the unseen hands.
Julius, yeah, they're all busted, bro. All those night people are.
All those guys are busted. And Subaru thought he was one of them. Like, I hate that guy.
Oh, what about the friggin' scene where Subaru like gets the timeline where he gets possessed by Betelgeuse? And then
oh my god, yeah, that was hilarious. I like that one. That was really good.
Okay. One thing that pissed me off is when Julius was picking a fight with him in the courtroom or the king's palace room. I was like, dude, like you don't know anything about Subaru. Like you don't know if he's a knight or not. You're just assuming that he has never gone through anything that a knight's gone through. Like you don't know what he's gone through. He's gone through tons of shit. He might not be strong, but still, you don't know that. Like you're just making assumptions, man.
But he didn't, though.
And then, like,
he was very right, though.
He was very right. His
guesstimation was
Subaru overreacted to everything he was saying. It's like, dude, you can go back in time when you die. Like have confidence in that.
The problem is, though, he can't say it, and, like, I like that.
I like that, too.
No, but think of it this way. You work your whole life to get to a certain point. These guys have been working, training from like babies basically to become a knight and have the right to stand in this in the king's chamber, and then some random dude that walks off the street just like, I'm one of you two.
He's probably seen more combat than they have, honestly, than most of them. In like those two battles.
Reinhardt was in there, bro.
Not Reinhardt.
Reinhardt did. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Reinhardt had every reason not to speak out, and he did it. So, so I'm just gonna. You know what? You're right, Sean. But also, Reinhardt didn't speak up, and I wouldn't have speaked up if I knew Subaru either.
Yeah, bro. But it's. I understand what you mean. Like technically, it could have been true, but at the same time, if I'm the best basketball player on the planet, but I didn't do nothing. I never got drafted. I didn't talk to no coach, and I just walk onto the court one day and say, "Give me the ball." Like someone's gonna be mad, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No, but hold on. If you start shooting threes from like full court, no missing.
Okay, maybe. You'll be good. But Subaru would brick, would airball it.
Yeah. He completely messed. He hit someone in the stands.
He couldn't even dribble the ball twice. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then he tries his last ditch effort, that friggin' dark like mist thing magic that he learned. Yo, and side note, like when he first learned it, I was like, oh shit, he can use magic. He's gonna learn magic and get strong and shit.
That's what I thought.
This guy just doesn't do anything else. For the rest, he just only uses that smoke screen thing, and then it fails every single time. And then he runs out of energy.
He like makes him faint or whatever.
Every single time he's used it since then, it's been a failure.
Yeah, he's not very good at it. He's not very good at anything.
That guy sucks, man. I thought I was bad. I don't even feel bad about myself anymore.
If you were in that world,
thank you for showing me this guy.
You would have killed it.
I would at least have some. I'd be a lawyer or something.
I don't know, bro. Like, after that speech, bro, I'm telling you this. After that speech, he made me feel so bad about myself. Next time, like literally, I've thought about every single time in my life where I complained about anything ever, and just thought that I sounded exactly like Subaru did in that moment, and it made me hurt.
Very self-conscious. Regretful.
It made me hurt so much.
That's the difference, bro. Where do you get this type of stuff in Western culture? You know, you don't see it. When's the last monologue?
Like they never really like bring out the feels like that much. That was too deep. That was like, oh my god,
that was way too deep. That went into my soul.
Yeah,
ripped it out, and then now you're exposing myself to myself.
Exactly.
Man in the mirror, like holy shit. But honestly, I'm excited. If you guys are saying season 2 is not any different, like as long as it's not worse,
no,
that's
worry.
fine. But as long as I'm gonna be mad, as long as I'm gonna be mad at someone else other than this bitch ass Subaru, that's really fine. And I know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Amelia, because she's a rat.
Now there's someone else. There's someone else to get mad at too, like really mad at.
It's a Roswell, right?
Kind of.
There's someone as a third person to get really mad at. To be honest,
is it Rem?
You'll see, man. You just gotta watch.
Just watch it.
No, to be honest, I don't care.
Just watch it.
Is it Rem?
Experience it, man. Experience it for yourself. Now that thinking back though, Sean, bro.
Yeah.
I was mad at so many people in
Yeah,
that
you were.
season.
I'm mad at everyone. I'm mad at Felix for no reason.
Just
it's a
because
guy.
he exists. Just because he's
Yeah.
a guy, huh?
Why does he have to say meow every time he's talking? Like, what
You
is
liked
wrong
it
with
before
you?
you knew he was a guy.
No. I literally said, why is he saying like meow? Like, why? Because
he looks like a
meowing?
cat.
Why is he saying... I don't care what he looks like. He doesn't have to say anything.
He doesn't
You know?
look like a cat.
Heal. He's a healer. All right, just heal. Shut the
It's a
fuck
whole
up.
thing in
Don't
Japan,
talk.
bro. It's like a Japanese fetish. The neko something.
I don't care, dude.
And there's
Don't
like
bring
dog
that
ones
Felix
too.
thing to.
But then it's a guy, so.
It's in you.
Apparently there's a clown one too, because Roswell dude's pissing me off as well.
Oh,
But anyway,
don't you love how he
I'll catch
talks? I am talking to you.
He's
Yeah.
surprisingly Pegasus
I
from
don't.
Yu-Gi-Oh! He's like, Kaiba boy.
Wait, that's so true. Did you guys watch his dubbed or subbed? Because I'm watching.
It's
it
actually
subbed
good
except for
dub.
that.
I've watched
Is
both.
it good? Dub?
Yeah, I watched both too, and it's actually not bad dubbed. The
It's
only
good dubbed.
the voices of the women, and the sub
Yeah.
are better, but honestly, Subaru's voice actor is pretty good in dub.
Yeah. Yo, Romano Conti's voice actor in dub is.
Yeah,
pretty
no.
Yeah, he's
Well,
good
when
too.
Sean's like, "Yo, you have to like hear the dub version," I'm like, "Okay, I'll go
Yeah.
back and watch it."
Uh,
I was like, "Yo, wait, I missed out because like the Japanese is okay,
Yeah.
but like this is great."
This guy's crazy. bro.
Roswell's VA is Natsu, so that'll be interesting. That's interesting.
Oh,
And
Doesn't sound like
Lin.
him at all.
Lynn from FMA, Brotherhood.
oh my God, yeah, maybe. Holy
Yeah.
shit! Oh yeah.
Wait, who's
No
Lin
way.
again?
He's the guy from the
Asian.
Asian dude country.
Yeah, he's
The
green,
story.
right?
Oh, my
It's a
favorite
screenplay.
fucking character, bro.
Yeah, literally, literally
Oh my
the
God,
best
I
character
fucking
in
love
the
that
damn.
guy. How did
Yeah,
I
the
forget
best
his
character
name?
in
That
the-
hurt
Yeah.
my heart.
That's the same voice
Yeah.
actor as Betelgeuse.
It's because his name's not Lin. It's Ling, bro.
Whatever.
Ling.
I have a friend
You
named
messed my
Lin,
name.
so
As
that's
soon
why.
as you said Lin, I'm thinking friggin' the assist trophy from friggin' Fire Emblem and Smash.
My bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, we're at
We're way
140.
over.
Yeah, that's
This is
just
a-
that's
this is a-
just how intense all the feelings you had for.
There's not. That's not. I could go another hour to be honest. If we could go episode by episode, I'd tell you everything I hated about this guy.
Well, guess what?
In every
We can
episode.
keep going next week because next week we only have 2
Yeah.
animes to talk about because
Oh
we
yeah.
tossed one aside.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Shaman? Yeah, definitely. Okay,
Oh, we have
so
to
then
pick
I'll-
Shaman back up.
No, chill.
catch up.
87. 87. Let me watch
87?
one more
You
episode.
want me to
I'll
watch
tell you if it's
87?
worth it. I'll tell you. Is it
86?
86?
83.
I'll let you know if it's worth it. I'll watch it like 2 episodes. I'll let you know if
Okay,
it's worth
okay,
it.
good. 94. Got
Okay,
it.
94 comes after 72. Okay, let's wrap it up. Okay, yeah, I am streaming, so thank you everyone for
Oh, you are?
tuning in if you are watching it. Yeah, thank you. Okay, here we go. I do not know this.
I've been swearing, man.
Thank God, anyway. Yeah, I know it's okay. Swearing is fine. Yeah,
You know
so
these are
thank you for everyone
recorded,
who's
so
tuned
even
in.
if they're not streaming, they still hear you swear.
Whatever.
bro.
We can edit.
I was gonna say yeah,
But I
tweet it
don't.
out. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Just censor me.
Thank you everyone for watching on the stream. It's been a pleasure. We do love doing this every Wednesday, so just look out for that. If you want to know our schedules or anything that's coming up, you can follow our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We don't really put schedules on there, but maybe once in a while we will. But you can follow there for good content. Today we released a rating to Your Eternity characters, which is doing really well on TikTok and really doing really well on Instagram. We also, and if you want to hear us, not only on today, but we have Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can find us there. And if you want to see our faces and have like a little bit of like interaction, you can go catch us on YouTube at Weeb Gamer Podcast. Leave a comment, subscribe, and like the video. It really helps us out. And let us know what you want us to talk about. It would be kind of cool to get your input.
Yeah.
Like Andre was signaling, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. They do come out on Saturday for the videos and Friday for the audios, if Sean can ever get his audio up in time. Anything else we'd like to say? Sean, would you like to
I always get my...
That's true. You do. You
And
do.
Sean
I'm
does do the...
Sean should be doing the timestamps, but honestly, just watch the whole video. Just help us out.
I'm
Put it in the
totally
background when
gonna
you're
do it
driving
this
or anything like
time.
that.
I was golfing last
Sean,
time. So.
Sean, look, Sean's a guy that
You told me you went to the
always
beach
doing
last
stuff.
I was at the beach last time. I was golfing the next day. My bad. So busy I am.
Oh wow, Sean is so busy like with work and not beach or golf, like it's crazy. I drove 140 to get home today just for the damn podcast.
Don't
I'm
say that. The
underappreciated.
cops are coming for you, bro.
Cops coming for
I
you.
don't care. They could. I already give them my license. I don't want to drive anymore. But yeah, anything you guys like to wrap it up with?
Nah, I'm good, bro. We've
I'm
gone
good.
way over, bro. This is gonna cost.
Thanks
me
for
money.
watching, and we
That's
should
all I
probably
know.
end this ASAP.
All right.
I will read all of Solo Leveling by next episode. I swear to
no,
God.
No, you don't have to say that. Don't make it like a chore. Do it when you want. You know, ease yourself into it.
I want it to be fun.
Like I said,
it is gonna be fun. Don't tell me what to do.
It will be fun. I mean, read it at your own pace. Don't just like put
my pace is to finish it before next episode. That's my pace.
Alan won't even do that. That's the issue.
I'll finish it tonight. Don't you dare. I'll spit on your grave. Don't ever say that. I love solo leveling. I'm so glad I watched our.
I only have 130.
And I'm illiterate. I've learned so many words because of this. Anyway, thank you guys.